Our broadcast tonight, the Blue Devils of Greencastle and the Camp Hill Lions. We have started this one. Niebuhr taking the ball on the 20 on the kickoff, and he returns it up into Camp Hill territory to the 42. Blue Devils now on a Niebuhr run to the right side, have the ball at the 40. Next play, straight up the middle, and Niebuhr again still on his feet and still motors down over the 35 down to the 33-yard line, deep in Camp Hill territory. With me tonight, Vernon McCauley. Vern, you just made it just in time.
Greg,
we waited for you, man.
Greg, I've been trying to talk, and you told me not to say anything.
Well, you were talking. We weren't on the air, man.
We're on the air now.
Okay, yes, we are.
1st and 10 Blue Devils football placed down to Camp Hill, 33-yard line.
No, it isn't, Vern.
No, it's not. It's 3rd and 1. Okay, never mind.
All right.
The sun's bright.
Well, the sun is bright. We're facing the west, and Blue Devils moving right to left in the home white. And that time they scoped out Niebuhr, and he goes nowhere for a loss on the play back to the 34-yard line.
Blue Devils certainly came out looking ready here in this football game. You know, Greg, they're a 2-touchdown underdog tonight.
Really?
I think they're taking offense to that, to be honest with you.
Well, last year it was an all Blue Devil ball game as
yes.
they came out of this one and won it 42-7, but a different team. Hurry up offense and a little draw play. Blue Devils get to very close to the first down. And see if they give it to him.
Hopefully he got a better mark on the other side of the field than he did on this side of the field. If they use this guy's foot, they're in trouble.
We're waiting on the mark. They're
going to measure. They're going to measure.
You know, last year I think we went the entire season without seeing a measurement. This year in the second game we're going to see a measurement here. That's going to be very, very close.
It's going to be very close.
Now they have changed it. Either way, it's a first down depending on which way they're going to go. That was a 4th down play. They didn't get it. They're a foot away.
Didn't get it.
First down, they'll turn it over on downs. That big play on 3rd down for Camp Hill. So Camp Hill will take it over in their territory, and they'll take it over at the approximately 32.5-yard line with the football.
Yeah, Greg, when we were on the radio together yesterday, obviously we read the same story.
Yes, we did.
Because we both had the same sense of this Camp Hill football team, and they played a heck of a game last week.
Yeah, they did against Lancaster Catholic. They will be looking to throw the ball a lot. They'll work out of the gun right away. We'll have a sidecar to the right, and that'll be Daniel Schuster, the junior, threw for 392 yards last year. Bring a man in motion this way, and he'll keep it. And he'll come upfield, pass across the line of scrimmage. Then he gets hit hard at about the 36-yard line. That's where the spot will be, and they'll give him about 4 yards.
There's a flag in the backfield, Greg. Looks like Greencastle and Camp Hill player got tangled up there. So see who the official saw.
Holding call against Camp Hill. First penalty of the ball game. That'll go against the Lions. One of those things that if you're Coach Bigelow, it's one of the things that you do not want it to happen. And one thing you can't afford to do either team is make a lot of mistakes tonight in this one.
Yeah, Greg, at first glance, Camp Hill certainly has a large football team.
Yeah.
Good size on the part of the Lions.
They come out in their blue jerseys and white pants. Blue Devils are the opposite, white and blue. Blue helmets on the Blue Devils side, white helmets on the Lions side. Moving left to right, Camp Hill, right from the center of the field. Here comes a man in motion to the near side of the field. They have trips on this side now. Straight back to pass is Schuster. Schuster throws. Pass is complete at near the first down marker, but he takes a couple steps back. It'll be interesting to see where forward motion is made by the official.
That pass complete to number 20, Connor Trumpy, 6'5", 185-pound wide receiver. He's going to win most jump balls in this ball game. I can tell you that.
Yeah. First pass of the ball game is a completed pass. He, as we mentioned, Schuster threw for a lot last
392 yards.
Yeah, so it'll be a true test for the Blue Devils secondary here in this one. Same alignment with a running back to his right. Schuster about 5 yards back from the line of scrimmage. Two-step drop over the middle again. And
that ball almost intercepted.
But
almost intercepted by Brent Martin.
Is that who it was? Yeah. Hard to maybe.
Well, it's hard to see. No, I don't know about that. I don't think it was Brent Martin.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Greg.
Well, I'll trust your judgment.
I'm going to go with Tawane.
All right.
You know, the coach got these new uniforms.
Yeah.
These numbers are very difficult to read.
Well, he didn't make them big enough.
No, they did. Well, they're outlined in gold, and you can't see the gold from up here.
You should have had some more input.
I had no input in this.
Rolling right is Schuster. Now he throws upfield and throws it away for his intended receiver, Labine.
That's correct. Ball a little bit high. Ethan Shank defending on the play.
So that will bring up a 4th down situation, 3 and out, 4th and we'll call it 12 for Camp Hill on this one. Penalty hurt him on that one, and it'll be a punting situation.
Greg, number 11, Ethan Shank, he is our backup quarterback. He played quarterback the entire game, junior varsity game against Chambersburg. Did quite well.
That's good to know.
It is good to know.
High snap, punt is away. Going to go straight up in the air. Yep. And taken right at the 40, 39-yard line, and he's hit right away. Pushed back. They'll mark forward motion. The difference of opinion there. Again, they're going to say it's going to be at the 37-yard line.
He may not have wanted to field that.
That was very courageous on his part.
It was. Thank goodness he held on to the football. That would not have been good for the Blue Devils.
So second possession for the Blue Devils. The first one, they got in a great run back from the who ran that back? It was Niebauer.
Niebauer
on the
David
kickoff.
Niebauer.
Yeah. I formation, Blue Devils. Actually not. It had a pass coming out here to Root. Oh, almost made a nice one-hand catch, but it was behind him, Vernon. He couldn't bring it in.
He does. It was a little bit behind him, Greg. When that punt return, here again, it's hard to see from where we're at with the sun in our eyes. Taylor Conrad did a lot of return work last week for the Blue Devils. He's a sophomore. And, Coach McCauley really trusting a sophomore to run back punts and kickoffs. That is impressive.
Yeah, well, I tell you, most of the skill positions right now are occupied by underclassmen for the Blue Devils.
They are.
Hurry up, snap, and a quick offense for the Blue Devils. They're going to give it to the feature back. And, of course, Niebauer straight up the middle. Doesn't get a whole lot of yardage on it, about up to the 40-yard line. And a 2-yard gain on that one. So 3rd down and some yardage for the Blue Devils. They're looking at about 8 yards. Thanks for joining us here on Mid-Penn Broadcasting today. And we'd like to thank Darby for getting our camera work done. She has done some epic work here getting us on the air today. Looking to pass again. Rolling and
there's Rudd.
He slips and falls, but not before he makes the catch over the 50-yard line at the 48. So that will be a 1st down for the Blue Devils.
Nice pass on the part of Zach Cole. Nice catch, Adam Rudd. I would say early on he is the favored target of the quarterback.
First down for the Blue Devils. First down of the ball game. Blue Devils now 1 for 2 in the passing category for Cole. Cole looks over for the signals. He gets it, comes up, makes the call for the Blue Devils. They'll work out of the left hash mark. That's the near side of the field for us, moving right to left. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right. Some pressure, fakes the pressure, and gets hammered. And they're going to say he was down. And
stop made by Max DeLay for Camp Hill.
Well, there was no delay there, Vernon. He was in there right away.
Blue Devils maintain possession of the football, though, right?
Right.
Called him down?
Yeah, they caught him down.
Okay.
We are about, I'm going to say, 20 minutes away from having this sun out of our eyes as we look directly to the west. Blue Devils moving from the north end to the south end. Snap back, running
screen
the screen pass.
Oh.
Great job by Camp Hill.
They did.
Read it and blocked it. They're going to give credit to that one on the block to number 67, Eric Dick, the sophomore.
Most of their defense, Greg, was in the Blue Devil backfield. They bid on the fake, and boy, Niebauer had nothing but green grass ahead of him.
By the way, that previous sack was the second one for Camp Hill for a loss.
Big play for the Blue Devils. Need to get a chunk of yardage here.
Out of the pistol, and comes rushing in. Oh, they dump it off for at least saving a loss in the yard. They make up some yardage to the 45 to the 46, but the Blue Devils will be forced to punt away here coming up on 4th down.
Not so fast, Greg.
All right, not so fast.
Okay, now they're going to punt.
Well, it's 4th and 100. Right?
Well, it is 4th and 100, but they're on the 46-yard line.
Okay.
All
right. I'm sorry I said it.
No. Don't be sorry.
Charlo is deep for the Lions. He's sitting at the 22-yard line.
Adam Rudd in to punt.
Yes.
Had some nice punts last week.
Well, he had some nice punts last year, too. Established himself as the punter.
He's a good athlete.
For the junior. Snap is a little high, but he pulls it in, gets it off, and luckily gets it off. Going to stray a little bit to the right, and then roll out of bounds somewhere down near the 36-yard line for the Lions.
Thank goodness Adam Root is tall, Greg.
Oh, yeah.
That ball would have been way over most normal people's heads. Well, you and me.
You or me, yeah. Well,
okay. Not that we're normal, but
right.
That was a high snap.
They're going to call it at the 40, so Camp Hill gets their best starting position of the ball game on their second possession.
Hopefully at some point tonight, Greg, we're going to see Isaiah Tony Mayhew. He was sidelined with a minor injury last week, and he is projected to be in the ball game at some point tonight.
Well, that adds some more speed to the backfield for the
certainly
Blue Devils.
Certainly does.
Up back, pistol, and the feature back, which is Niemeyer. He has a big hole to run through, 8 yards on that one, maybe even 9, straight up the middle to about the 48-yard line near the midfield stripe. And that was just a nice hole opened up by the Blue Devil offensive line.
It looked like 21 Peter Chalap for the Lions, having listed as a slot back timeout.
Stopping the clock, he'll stop the clock. That's the kind of first down play that, Coach McCauley likes to run. Get that big yardage right off the bat.
Looks like Twane has an equipment problem, or there's Tyler Twane trotting off the field looking for the equipment manager, Steve Sibrio.
So they'll wind the clock back up again. We're in the first quarter. No score up on the board so far. 5:53 remains in quarter number 1. Greencastle moving left to right here in this possession, or Camp Hill, excuse me. And we're in that blue top. And the Blue Devils get the first down. Quick hitter, fullback goes through first.
Right up the middle, Greg. Did get enough for the first down. Probably gained about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
I have my teams mixed up. Blue Devils wear the blue. I called that last time, Niemeyer.
You did.
Yeah.
But I came to your rescue.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
First down for the Lions. They're
like your
first
shirt.
of the ball game.
93.7. WRGG golf shirt.
Well, we're not on the air there.
You're fashion conscious. Oh, we're not on the air there?
No,
well, who's listening?
We're listening on midpennbroadcasting.com
okay.
and watching as well.
Wow.
Schuster, low snap, picks it up, fakes the toss to the right, now rolls to his
good
left
pursuit,
right,
good pursuit.
And almost blocked and knocked down and almost caught again by Labine, but it's knocked out of his hands in a sense.
Let's see if I can get a number here. That was number 42 for the Blue Devils. Sam Eberhardt, good pressure on the quarterback. That's something we need to really improve on, Greg. Last year we didn't seem to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. That certainly helpful to your defense.
It doesn't give them enough time to look at the second and third option. And they'll bring twins to the right side, twins to the left side, working from the center of the field. Sidecar to the left in motion comes one of the slots, and then they'll give it off
to right up
number
the middle.
44. He goes straight up the middle.
Still going.
And that is Shardle. Shardle's hard to bring down. Shardle gets some yardage out of that one.
Taylor Conrad on the stop. Still don't have Tawani back in the game. He's starting inside linebacker.
Up to the 42-yard line, makes it shy of the first down by about 4 yards. So makes it a 3rd and 6 situation for the Lions. Again, that same alignment. We'll put 2 to the right, 2 to the left, and see if they bring someone in motion this time, as they have been known to do, and they do from the far side to the near side. He gets the call this time. That's Labine. Labine going around the right side and gets knocked down right after he crosses the line of scrimmage. It's going to be close to that first down, too.
Greg here's met there by Ethan Shank, number 11. Shank's a sophomore.
They're going to say it's shy of, well, now. There it is. There's the first down call. They're second in this drive, Vern. They started it at their own 40.
They did. They're opening the offensive lines, opening up some holes there for them to run through. So Blue Devil defense needs to step up here.
Spotted at the 38, 1st and 10. Right hash mark, they'll go to work. Schuster out of the gun. Snap back to him, 3-step draw, fakes right, fakes left, now starts to roll to the right, has some heavy pressure, steps away from it, throws downfield, finds an open man at the 25-yard line, and completes the pass.
Man, he had way too much time to throw that ball, Greg.
Just as you said.
Yeah, I know. Once again, on coverage, Taylor Conrad made the stop. That's a 1st and 10 for the Lions. Football down to the 25-yard line of Greencastle Antrim.
Back-to-back first downs for the Lions. That's their 3rd in this possession. This is going to be the 7th play of this possession. As they, so far, they have traveled about, that's 25, 35 yards. Handoff going to number 21. He'll go left on the play. That is Shelap. Picks up a couple yards on that one.
Bob McCune made the stop for the Blue Devils.
So that will make it second, and they'll call it 8 to go. We're at the 3:12 mark of the opening quarter. No score yet on the board, but Camp Hill knocking on the door. From the center of the field, 4 to the left and 1 to the right. Empty set in the backfield, looking to pass and does.
That's
Goes
quite a
to the
lineup
ISO.
there.
Yep, and it is incomplete.
We did have some contact in the end zone,
Yeah.
but they were both going for the football, it looks like.
Well, Blue Devils had 3 down there on the coverage for the intended receiver, and they were going to the big guy again, Vern, and just
They
an
were.
ISO down there.
As you
Also
say, Greg,
incomplete.
they had the set called for three receivers to the left side, and Trumpy by himself on the right. He's quite an imposing target.
Oh, he is. So here they go again.
Trumpy lined up more as a split end now,
He's on the left side. Schuster,
and he moved.
here's the pass
And he's
across the
open.
minute. Yep, and they have him, but not a big gain.
No, it
as
isn't.
He's knocked down to the 20. However, Trumpy's going to pick up. They're going to move it. They're going to move it to the 20. So that's about a 3 or 4 yard play, which brings up a 4th down situation from the 20-yard line.
4th and a long 5, Greg. Interesting call here on the part of Camp Hill. You know what? Just go. They're going to go for it.
Well, they've been moving the ball quite well right now, and that is what they're going to do. They'll put Charlotte right beside the quarterback Schuster. He's 5 yards off the ball.
Need to get some pressure here, Greg.
To the right, to the left in this alignment.
They're going to throw the ball. Need to pressure the quarterback. Hands up defense.
There they go, and the completion is made. Tackle was made.
He did not make the first down, did he?
Well, yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Made the first down inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. They get the big first down on that play. Huge first down, as a matter of fact.
I'm following the side judge here, and
Don't follow him. Go to the.
I'm not going to follow him anymore. He's 2 yards behind the play.
So the 4th first down of this drive. This one now will be 1st and goal. Handoff goes to number 21. He's going to walk in for the touchdown from the 13-yard line. 13-yard line, and the touchdown will be credited to Peter Shelap, the 5'9" junior. And drawing first blood is the Camp Hill Lions. Coming in to do the kicking chores will be Greg Lamine. Schuster the holder. The kick is up and is good.
It's good.
2:20 up on the scoreboard. First score goes to the Lions. They are up on this one. We'll be back right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, Game Time PA, and we'll be right back. .60-yard drive on the part of the Camp Hill Lions. They took 11 plays to do so, and if you give them credit for the last one being, well, it really wasn't a first down. They accumulated 4 first downs on that drive. They lead this one by a score of 7-0. They will kick off. Blue Devils will have in the backfield.
Sure, one of those.
Yeah, I'm sure one of those is Niedmeyer.
Niebauer and Taylor Conrad. That's who the return men were last week. Niebauer to the near side, Conrad to the far.
Kickoff again. This one to the
that's
5 yard. 5-yard line. He'll come straight up the middle, as he likes to do. Breaks one tackle, goes to the outside, and then tackle from behind. Always exciting when Niedbauer gets the football. And this time, instead of going to the 40 inside their territory, it's 40 inside at the Blue Devil territory. Still pretty effective.
Still a good return for the young David Niedbauer. Certainly rose to the task last week against a very tough Chambersburg squad. He took some licks along the way, but boy, that touchdown, it was pretty impressive. Broke quite a few tackles.
Blue Devils up in that quick offense, looking to fire up here. Overthrown, intended for Root. As just a mix-up, I think, there on the routes.
Yeah, once again, boy, if you ever throw Rudd, it's a high pass, Greg.
Yeah, had to be.
Might have been miscommunication there on the pass route. I was about to say the Blue Devils do need to get something going on the ground here with the rushing game. Single back to the left of Zach Cole. It's Niedbauer.
This time coming out of the pocket, looking to throw again, coming downfield, and again a little bit overthrown. The intended receiver being Root. Unofficially, Cole has thrown 7 times and has completed 2 of those.
Big third down play for the Blue Devils. Hardly think they want to turn the ball right back to Camp Hill after their score.
Yeah, you don't want a 3 and out after that.
No, we don't.
Yep.
We don't. But certainly we're not in a position to go for it on fourth down, I hardly believe.
Cole takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action fake, throws
got him by himself.
Overthrown again, and the intended receiver, and Root had about 3 or 4 yards, Vern. If he would have caught it, it certainly would have been a touchdown, but it falls incomplete for the Blue Devils.
Certainly had his man open on that pass pattern. Zach Cole appears to be a little high, a little long right now. Just settling into his groove. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's early. Where are we at? Where's the scoreboard?
Scoreboard's down to the other end. 1:55 to go. 7-0 score. Camp Hill on top.
Nice stadium.
Yes, it is.
I haven't been
nice
here
stadium.
in years.
Oh, it's been a long time, too. Last time I was here, this was a little wooden box, and quite the difference. Root back to punt, standing at his 34. Good snap this time. Gets this one up in the air. Going to take a bounce at the out of bounds.
Out of bounds again.
And again, they'll see where the mark is. They'll do the geometry there and figure it out where it went out of bounds. Looks like they're going to spot it somewhere near that 40-yard mark again. 39 this time. That's where Camp Hill took over. Last time they took over the 40 and took that 60-yard drive on 11 plays for the score. Camp Hill will come out. This will be their 3rd possession of the ball game. First one ended in a 3 and out. Second one ended in a touchdown. We'll see what they can do on this one. Blue Devils have to figure it out. Sun's starting to make its way.
Starting to get down behind the trees. They're
Yep.
at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions.
Send the man in motion near side to the far side. Low snap, but he picks it up. It gets it to Shardle. Shardle, nice run this time. Gets through the Blue Devil line, back to the secondary. Gets the first down and picks up about 7 more yards. So a 17-yard run and another first down. Vern, they just can't seem to figure it out.
You know, Greg, I don't know what the offensive line of the Lions is doing to us, but boy, they're either blocking well or they got us confused.
One of the two.
Those holes are wide open.
Two wide open. Another
Two wide
down.
open.
Is there such a thing as 2 wide open?
Yeah, apparently there is tonight. Running at that right side of the Blue Devils defensive front. There, got him in the backfield that time. Fine defensive effort for the Blue Devils. He was in the backfield.
And Sam
Reed
Reed gets the credit for that one. That is the Blue Devils' first. Is that their first or second tackle?
Greg, that's what you want to see. You want to see a senior step up.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot. We only have 13 seniors on the team right now.
Right. Yep.
And we need some of those guys to really step up and show some leadership to the rest of this ball club.
They'll work out of the gun again. Shardle in the backfield with Schuster. Snap, 2-stop, 3-step, fakes, throws over the middle. Intercepted by the Blue Devils and brought down right away. And that's going to be number 11, Verden.
Yeah, Ethan Shank.
Ethan Shank. Yeah.
Ethan Shank is a very good ball player, Greg. He's a sophomore for the Blue Devils. As I said, Monday night against Chambersburg in the junior varsity contest, he was our starting quarterback. Played defense also. Real nose for the football.
So the Blue Devils get the first turnover of the ball game. They'll take it over at the 37-yard line. Move from the right hash mark, moving right to left as the quarter comes to a wind down here. 34.8 seconds remaining. See if the Blue Devils can get something going here.
I come back to run again. Same pattern as last time.
I'm going to toss
or
it
not.
Or not. Here we go, straight up the middle.
Taylor Conrad.
Conrad on the run this time. Gets a couple yards on it. Stopped at the 41-yard line for the Blue Devils by Camp Hill. Second down and 20 seconds. See if we get another play in before the quarter comes to an end. I don't think they'll get another one in.
I would say Coach McCauley wants the clock to wind down and start up again in the second quarter. Well, Greg, as always, no one's listening to me.
That's right. Handoff. And
did that play get off?
Yeah, they got off. But it wasn't a good play to get off on. And the
it wasn't a
quarter
good play.
comes to an end. With that, we'll take a break. Don't go away. We'll be back. Camp Hill leads with this one after the first 12 minutes of play. It is 12-0 on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Greencastle forced the punt on that series, but Root got one off a beauty and sets it down inside the 25 at the 23. And here comes Camp Hill now on the run. Pitch out, and they're able to make something out of that one as Chelap, the young man who scored the first touchdown, comes around the end and gets a good bit of yardage on that one. As a matter of fact, 8 yards to be exact from the 29.
It's like Trey Wood was in on the stop, Greg.
That time they go to huddle. They break the huddle and come out. They'll send 2 receivers to the far side. They'll work from the left hash mark. One on this side. That is Trumpy. And the handoff will go to Chelap again, but stopped in the backfield. And a nice takedown that time for the Blue Devils by Tahani.
Tyler Tawane, Greg.
Yep.
Inside linebacker, fine pursuit. Lost on the play of a couple.
Well, as you said, they need to get into that backfield.
They got to get in the backfield.
Yeah, that time they did, and that was beneficial, so they'll lose about a yard on the play, bring up a 3rd down and 3. Second quarter, 10:43 to go in the quarter. Blue Devils trail 7-0. Interception for the Blue Devils, the only turnover of the ball game so far. Bad snap, but
loose ball. Got him.
Yeah, the back picked it up as it laid on the ground, and the Blue Devils were in to make the stop. So another first fumble of the ball game, but it was recovered by the Lions. So that brings up a quick 4th down.
Greg, that was Seth Ryder in the backfield. The ball was on the ground, but he forced the play. Big 4th down, big stop for the Blue Devils. They needed that. They're going to get the ball with pretty good field position here after this punt, hopefully. Blocked. Punt's blocked. Picked up in the air.
Yeah, Greencastle recovers the blocked punt. So that is down inside the 12-yard line. So the Blue Devils have made their own fortune here as they not only had an interception, now they have a blocked punt and got the recovery on it too. And the ball will sit at, let's see, the 12-yard line, deep inside territory of the Lions.
Greg, I'm pretty sure that was Tyler Tawane that got in there in the backfield and got a hand on it. Seth Ryder picked it out of the air. And we have a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line, Greg.
Yep. Well, Vern,
big play.
You got to get it in from here.
Got to score.
You got to get it in from here. Blue Devils will go with Cole at quarterback, and he will set his defensive line. Niedbauer, and here they're going to get a little misdirection. Wow.
Isaiah Tony Mayhew, helmet ripped off.
Well, yeah, it was. That's going to be a big major penalty. He's going to have to come out of the ball game. He just got in, Vern.
He just got in, didn't play last week. Lost his helmet, so yes, he's going to have to come out for a play.
That's the rule. You got to come out when your helmet goes down. But the penalty's going to go against Camp Hill for the face masking, and that'll be an automatic 1st down and half the distance to the goal line. So the Blue Devils will benefit on that. The second penalty of the ball game. Lions now have 2 penalties in the ball game.
Yeah, Greg, he's still in.
Is he really?
Yeah.
So I guess if it's not your, well, no, I never heard that before.
I never did either.
I thought you had to come out just regardless.
They might have snuck one in on it. He's still in the ball game.
So this
David Niedbauer up the middle.
And he's down to the 2-yard line where the stop is made. So the Blue Devils now have 2 more downs to go.
That should have been, well, that's 1st down.
That's 1st down. Yes, it is 1st down. So the Blue Devils get a 1st down, get another 1st down. And so the Blue Devils are going to have to wait to run this one until Camp Hill gets their extra player, 2 extra players off the field. Official timeout to do that for the substitution. So Cole's ready to go. He has Trey Wood up there in a fullback position right behind the line of scrimmage. Niedbauer would be the feature back, the up back here in this one. Cole will go about 3 feet behind in the pistol. There's the snap to him. Niedbauer gets the call, goes right side, and he is in. The Blue Devils are 1 point away from making this a tied ball game. That comes at the 9:23 mark here of the second quarter.
Greg, you went in standing up, running behind that right side of the line. Right guard Blaine Ocker along with right tackle Sam Reed. Gave him the hole he needed. All he needed was just a little hole to get through there. Big extra point here.
So, first I've seen the Blue Devils. Vern, who does the kicking?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you here in a second.
All right.
It's up and good.
Number 29, that's Nathan
Kirkwood.
Yep.
Yes.
Kirkwood with the extra point, and this one is tied up at 7 apiece here at the 9:23 mark. Don't go away. Got ourselves a good one here. We'll be right back after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpenbroadcasting.com, and, of course, Game Time PA. Not Game Time anymore. We do have an injury on the field also. It appears to be a Blue Devil down. So we'll check to see what's going on there. Let me get this situated here too. So we'll be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back to Seabird Park here in Camp Hill. Beautiful place, beautiful Seabird Park. The sun has now gone beyond the tree line, and Greencastle is taking the injured ball player off the field. Did you get a number on that, Vern?
Yeah, Blaine Ocker, number 55, Greg.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing the Blue Devils can't afford is injuries. They were able to make through the Chambersburg game really unscathed, aside from a couple muscle cramps. But he's walking pretty gingerly.
Yeah, didn't see that happening.
No, I didn't either.
So Kirkwood will come in to kick away for the Blue Devils. It'll be the first kickoff for Greencastle. Camp Hill will receive to start the second half here. We're tied up at 7 apiece, and see what happens after this one. Blue Devils with a block punt and turned it into 7. Well, this one's going in the end zone. Yeah.
You know, I asked the coach 2 weeks ago, Nathan Kirkwood. We actually had a kicking competition.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and Kirkwood won.
Yeah.
Okay, and he said he's got a strong leg. I said, can he kick it in the end zone? And he goes, no, he can't kick it in the end zone. Do you know what it takes to kick a football in the end zone? Well, apparently whatever he has what it takes.
It takes what it takes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know a few that had the ability to do that, but weren't really supposed to do that.
Exactly,
so, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a kick. Now,
It was.
Not only do we have a kicker, we inherited a kicking coach. Todd Kirkwood is his dad.
Yes.
And he actually has college and some professional experience.
Really?
Kicking, yeah.
Oh,
he was
very
in
good.
some pro camps.
All right. Here we go. Camp Hill with the football right now. They're going to give it to Sartle. Sartle straight up the middle. Boy, he has found a home there, straight up the middle, hasn't he? And he's getting almost 10 yards. They're going to give him 8, said he fell, and his knee's going to be marked at the 28-yard line.
Taylor Conrad tripped him up, number 12. Once again, a sophomore for the Blue Devils. He's involved in quite a few plays. Yeah, Todd Kirkwood is the kicking coach, and he not only works with the guys on kicking, but the psychology of kicking,
right.
Which kickers have psychologies.
2 in the backfield this time. Sartle gets the call again. This time he stopped near the line of scrimmage. Not much gain on that one. They're going to move it about a foot, but it's not enough for the first down, which brings up a third down call for Tim Bigelow and the Camp Hill Lions here. Clock at 8:36 in the first half.
Seth Ryder playing a real good ball game, Greg. He was right in the middle of that stop. Big third down for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 1 for Camp Hill.
Sits at the 29 right now, deep in Camp Hill territory near the center of the field. Camp Hill moving right to left here from the north end to the south end. One back, and he'll get the call. He comes up and gets stopped near.
Yeah, he got the first down.
He got the first down.
He got the first down, yeah.
Over the 30-yard line.
Just got it.
Sealap again. Sealap is the one who scored. He's been called on. He's the speed back, and I guess Sartle is the fullback type in this situation, the big back that runs. Actually, he has a little bit of speed to him, too. So it is a first down, spot ball at the 31.5-yard line. Schuster, low snap again.
Ball on the ground.
It, bricks it up, rolls right, throws it up in the air. It's going to fall short of the intended receiver. And Schuster just had to get rid of it and does a good job of doing that.
Good pressure on the part of Tyler Tawane from his inside linebacker position. He was in the backfield. Of course, the snap from center was not good for Camp Hill.
Now, they've had a little bit of problems with that in this ball game so far. We've seen it happen. And I didn't see the snap on the punt, Vern. I don't know if it was good, bad, or indifferent that led to the block.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, Greg, to be honest with you.
That one a good one. A good snap. And coming out of the backfield, a nice little run is Christian Doy, a sophomore.
Stop made on the play for the Blue Devils by Aiden Crew, senior linebacker.
Now they get 2 first downs in this carry here, or this drive again. And it seems like they've been alternating drives. One, they move the ball, and the next one they have to punt. This one now at the 41, they started at the 20 after the Kirkwood kick went into the end zone. And they're going to shift the backfield a little bit. Now Schuster ready for the snap. Pitch out now back to Doy again. Doy going around the right side, sneaks up through the middle, dives head first forward near the 50-yard line. And they're having a little trouble stopping that one. As he goes close to the 50, the spot is at the 48-yard line.
Tripped up there by Ethan Shank, Greg, once again. Cruz in the game. We may have seen some defensive adjustments because of Blaine Ocker being injured. I can't see the Blue Devil bench from here, but I'm sure Ocker's over there somewhere.
Two to the right, one comes in motion to the far side. Now they'll have three receivers to the right side. And, of course, that means Trumpy's by himself left, but they're going to run it right with Schuster. Schuster has some running room, gets the first down, up over the 40 inside Blue Devil territory, and down to the 37-yard line. First down.
Yeah, Greg,
Lions.
he does have the first down.
Oh, wow, yeah. And, again, they're moving the football, Vern.
Fine effort on the part of Schuster.
Interesting, last week when they threw the ball so often, this week they're running the ball
Yep.
and doing a great job of doing it. Blue Devils having a hard time making the stop of the running game.
They have a good little football team here, Greg.
Yeah, they do. They went 1-9 last year. I would not expect that to be the same for Camp Hill this year. Three in the backfield and the I formation. Of course, the quarterback sitting in the middle of that one. Doy again gets dragged down from behind, but he crosses the 35, goes to the 34.
Stop made there by Trey Wood.
Ninth play of the drive coming up on this one that started back at the 20. 5:42 remaining here in the first half with a tied ball game at 7 apiece.
Trey made that play from his outside linebacker position. One of the few seniors, starting seniors for the Blue Devil defense.
There's the handoff again, and another first down.
Sure is. Clock winds down inside 5.5 minutes to play in the first half. Camp Hill churning away.
They have Chartle again that time with the ball carrier. Yeah, they're just having their way with us here.
They are. Their offensive front line doing a very good job against our defensive front line, Greg. Of course, Blue Devils running that 3-4 offense.
I'm going to send Trumpy out to the right side by himself. Two on the left side. Pitch back goes now to Doy.
There's a flag.
There's a flag that could benefit the Blue Devils. That one is tackled down. Doyle tackled down by the 11-yard line. No, excuse me, 16-yard line. We'll wait for the call. I didn't see the preliminary
Well,
call.
you can always tell, Greg, when the offensive guy's standing there with his hands out like, what did I do? Apparently you held.
Yeah. And he's still doing it.
Yeah.
There it is, holding against Camp Hill. Their third penalty of the ball game, and that one's going to bring back and negate that play.
We know, Greg, that's a timely penalty for the Blue Devils because he had another chunk of yardage there.
Yeah, that in fact, the two big penalties. The one offensive or defensively when they did the face mask, that hurt them down here.
Right.
It helped. I don't know that Greencastle would have been stopped on that drive after the block punt. The momentum was going their way. But this pushes the ball way back to the 35 to 37-yard line.
Certainly a passing situation for the Lions.
Yep. They'll have two to the right, one to the left. Schuster will pitch it back.
Of course they're going to run it.
Yes. Whatever you say is happening. Oh, there's a stop in the backfield.
Outstanding effort by big number 79, Sam Reed.
Reed is in there to make the stop. That is the first negative yardage on the drive for the Blue Devils.
Thank goodness Reed didn't think that was a passing situation like obviously I did.
Yeah. So now it brings up a second. I'll check the scoreboard, see what 24 to go. I won't have to count that far. And as the ball sits at the 40, about 6 yards to the right of the midfield stripe.
I heard someone yell out screen. This is a Blue Devil defense need to be aware of the screen, that's for sure.
We'll have two backs in the backfield. Trumpy to the left, two to the right. Schuster looking to throw. Is going to come Trumpy's way. Throws it up, and it is caught by Trumpy, but he's hit right away at the 35-yard line. It is a gain of 5 yards. But
fine tackle. That's Malachi Rhodes for the Blue Devils.
So it is a completed pass, but it's still a little ways away from the first down. So the ball spotted at the 34-yard line. They should outlaw a yellow
snake. Yeah, because it looks like a flag.
I know every time I look out.
That was a nice tackle on the part of Malachi Rhodes. Good sure-handed stop.
Well, he went for the feet, too. He didn't try to body tackle. He went right where he's supposed to. To the left, one to the left, two to the right, and Schuster looking to throw again. Comes straight across the middle, and he has his big target, Trumpy, down at the 10-yard line. That's going to be a big first down for Camp Hill. They're knocking on the door again with 3:12 to go.
Trumpy had inside position on Adam Root that time. It was a perfect pass on the part of Schuster.
Yep. That is two back-to-back completions. My records are certainly unofficial. I only have 4 completions on the part of
Camp Hill. Carson Sellers. defensive lineman for the Blue Devils.
He's
Shaking up on the play, started to jog off the field, and, oh, boy, knee or cramp, I'm not sure which one it is.
Blue Devils
This
take a
is not
necessary timeout right now to tend to the ball player and also to take a break to slow down this offense. While they do that, we'll be right back on the F&M Trust Sports Network on Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Oh, boy.
Welcome back. Beautiful night for football. Now that the sun has gone down, temperatures dropped off a little bit here. It was extremely warm in the beginning of this one, but now just a little bit better. Greg Hoover, Vern McCauley, thanks for joining us here. Blue Devil football, both teams here tonight looking for win number 1. Blue Devils with an expected tough loss against Chambersburg. There is no doubt the Chambersburg Trojans, they will not see a team like Chambersburg the rest of this year.
No, thank goodness they won't, Greg.
No, thank goodness.
Carson Sellers able to leave the field under his own power. Ironically, the second offensive lineman that has gone off to injury.
Yeah, that's the tough part for the Blue Devils. They can't. No team can afford injuries, but the Blue Devils were really hoping that there would be no injuries here tonight. Camp Hill knocking on the door again inside the 10-yard line. There's the snap to Schuster. Schuster, a little miscommunication now.
Busted
he's in
play.
trouble. Yep, he's going to roll to the right with about 5 running after him. Nice move inside. Now he's almost in for the touchdown. They're going to stop. They're going to say no. He's at the 1-yard line. Boy, did he make something from nothing on that one.
Oh, he sure did. He made the Blue Devil defense look a little silly, quite frankly,
yes,
Greg.
Yes, he did.
But good moves on the part of Schuster. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he is. And they're going to hurry up and try to punch this one in quickly. They're going to give the ball to Doyle. Doyle gets hit right away, and so it's for a loss. So now a 3rd down and 2. Wow, that's
Bob McCune there on the stop.
2:26.
Lost him to play, Greg. That was a big defensive effort on the part of the senior McCune.
Both teams have 3 timeouts. Greencastle appeared to call a timeout, but they didn't. It was an injury timeout, so both with 3 coming up. Camp Hill takes a little time in the huddle that time, and now they break the huddle. They'll have 2 in the backfield. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, a tight end in the alignment. They'll give the ball this time, and he stopped once again. They can't push it in. That was Peter Shelap, and so this will bring up a 4th down situation.
Initial contact, Ethan Shank for the Blue Devils.
This one's at the 2-yard line, Vern, 2-yard line.
He picked up a yard on the play.
So Peter Chelap looking at the clock. I don't know.
Camp Hill may choose to use one of their timeouts.
They're
going to run the clock down, then they're going to call a timeout. Leave the Blue Devils very little time for any kind of a drive.
Yeah, that's good clock management on his part, and he's just waiting for it to happen. And I was looking to see if they had the.
I don't see play clock.
No, I don't see play clock. He's waiting for the official to give the signal there. I guess that was it. Yeah, there it is, and there's the timeout. So another timeout is called. This one, a critical timeout. We're going to keep it here because we don't want to miss the play. So, Vern, this is the one, this may be.
This is a defining moment in the game right here.
Yep.
And speaking of defining moments, what are we going to do at halftime? Are we going to eat or are we going to continue to talk?
No,
we're not going to eat?
We don't have time to eat. The concession stand's too far away, Vern. We'll save it for after the ball game.
I can't believe people were texting me during the football game.
I know. Don't
Denise
they know you're busy?
McDowell. Denise McDowell.
She should know better.
She's had kids playing for the last 18 years.
They should know you're busy, but nevertheless, this one is a big play. They're sitting at the 2-yard line. They had a first and goal to go. The Blue Devils have managed to make 3 consecutive stops. Let's see what they do on this play. Camp Hill will come out and see what they do. We'll see what
really everything they've tried offensively has worked.
Yeah.
So they can throw the ball, they can run the ball. They really have the full gambit of the.
Their playbook here. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
I know you did.
Yeah. Thank you.
Here they come. They break huddle.
I usually don't like it when you put words in my mouth, but that time, they were actually the correct ones.
Here's what I don't know. I mean, Sheilap's been running well, Doyle's been running well, Sartle's been running well, Schuster can run it in, and then you got Trumpy, the big guy.
Schuster's going to keep it.
Well, Schuster, looking to pass,
does. He's wide open.
And broken up.
Yeah, he broke it up.
Great
Fine
play.
effort.
Yep. And Sartle wants the pass interference. The judge says, nope, you don't get it. And so the Blue Devils really in a big play on that one. They break it up. They'll take over the football deep in Camp Hill territory at the 2-yard line, and they have 1:09 to play with and 3 timeouts. But I think they're just happy to get out of that one without any points on the board.
That was Levi Bingaman.
There you go.
Levi Bingaman.
16 plays, Vern, they ran from the 20-yard line after that kickoff that went into the end zone. 16 plays. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first downs in that and came up empty. That one could hurt in the long run.
Now, Greg, with this pistol, when you don't have the quarterback lining up under center, quarterback's going to be standing in the end zone. That makes me really, really, really nervous.
Well, that is exactly what happened. Is we're facing that right now as Zach Cole standing about 2 yards in the end zone. He's going to give the ball to Niedermeyer. Here he comes out of it. He's out with the first down, still trying to break one, and finally gets tackled at the 20-yard. Now he's still
going.
22-yard line. Yep.
He's all the way up to the 24.
Yep, 57.3. Did he get out of bounds, or they're calling the timeout?
I think he's still in bounds. I think we need a timeout here, Greg. We got 3 of them.
They're moving the chains.
This puts us in a position to really timeout Greencastle. That's a good call.
Well, I think what they want to do, obviously what they want to do is they want to, again now, he has the ability to break the big one. We've seen that happen before.
He was a tackle away that time, Greg. He really was.
Here's the thing. You got to give Devin credit on this one. You got Camp Hill down a little bit. The momentum has shifted quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, you go for the kill while you can and see what happens.
What I would really like to see, Greg, is getting Niedermeyer the ball on a flare pass, a short swing pass, get him the ball in space because he can make something happen.
Now, Blue Devils called the timeout, but they broke the huddle, and they came out right away. And I don't know if it's the same rule as it is in basketball. The team that calls the timeout, when they break huddle, the other team has to break huddle.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one.
Well, Camp Hill's out ready to play defensively. Greencastle out of the pistols. Cole gets the snap, throws out here, and overthrown. The intended receiver was
Isaiah Tony Mayhew.
Yeah, it was, and incomplete.
And I like getting him the ball in space, too.
Similar. Not much different than what you just said. So we'll see what they'll have. They have 53 seconds, 2 timeouts, and 3 more downs to play with here. The ball spotted at their own 25-yard line. Consider they started at the 2. That's pretty good. Zach Cole. Niedermeyer. Oh, he got hit right away.
He got hit.
He got hit a second time.
Wow.
Got stood up and then got hit. That's when people get hurt. And so a great stop by Camp Hill that time. They read that one well. Their defensive coach, no doubt, knew that
fooled
was coming.
no one, Greg.
Nope. So now it's a third down. The clock's still running. This is when you say, okay, we'll run one more here and take our time.
Third down, yeah.
3rd and 11. This one is you don't want to punt and give them a chance to get the ball back. So they're going to be content here to let it run down also.
A little surprised Camp Hill's not using the timeout to force their hand. They may be content to go in the locker room with a 7-7 tie.
Well, again, it's that momentum thing right now. They'll be happy after not getting the score and then after giving up the big run.
Apparently the clock's going to wind down.
It is. Halftime is coming right now. And so we will go to the locker room. This one tied up 7 apiece. Thought it might be a close one, Vern, and that's what it is at this point in time. We are going to take a break and come back and talk a little bit about this game at halftime on the Antrim Insurance Halftime Show. Don't go away. It's 7-7, Greencastle and Camp Hill, and on the F&M Trust Sports Network on the midpenbroadcasting.com, also on the sportspage.blog. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Camp Hill and Cyber Park. Greg Hoover and Vern McCauley here. Thanks for joining us here for this broadcast. It's 7-7 at the half, and our what is this? Our first half is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Well, a little bit, somewhat, Vern, what we knew it wasn't going to be like last year. We knew that it was not going to be the 42-7 ball game that Greencastle sort of opened up in a I'm going to say in a silent way. It was a closer game than the score indicated.
Right.
But at the same time, it was a 42-7 ball game. But this one we knew wasn't going to be the same. Camp Hill is a much improved ball club. Greencastle certainly a very young ball club and trying to find itself still. The Chambersburg games we mentioned certainly not an indication of what Greencastle will do this year. And it won't. It wasn't. And yet there was some great things to take away from that ball game.
Right.
But this one is a little bit more what we expected. A very good Camp Hill team that maybe it's not passing the ball as much as we thought, but certainly running the football, and they should be up in this game 14-7.
Well, certainly the Camp Hill coaching staff saw something in the game film along the defensive line that they could take advantage of with the running game.
Right.
And whatever that was, they keep exploiting it play after play after play. Now, my hope is the coaching staff for the Blue Devils right now are in the locker room. They're talking with the coaches that are upstairs. They have eight assistant coaches on Friday nights, which is impressive for a high school football program of our size. So these coaches now are getting together in the locker room. Hopefully we're going to make some adjustments. Hopefully we're going to see the fruits of those adjustments and maybe do a little bit to at least neutralize the running game of Camp Hill. We can't keep letting them get 6, 8, 10 yards per carry.
No,
because all that does is open up the passing game.
Right.
Then we're in trouble.
Right. There has to be some adjustments. Offensively, Blue Devils, there's been some highlights, but the highlight has been the defense on the block punt, the turnovers, the interception, the block punt, and then the score. The offense, there's some things to make some adjustment there. We'll talk about that when we return, but first we're going to take a break here. A 7-7 score at halftime on the Antrim Insurance halftime show, midpennbroadcasting.com, and also on the sportspage.blog on the F&M Trust Sports Network.
someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Halftime here. It is halftime here at Camp Hill. It is a 7-7 score as both teams managed just one apiece, scoring in the first half. Camp Hill scored in quarter number one. It was a 60-yard, 11-play drive, 13 yards out. They took it in for the 7-0 score. The Blue Devils then blocked the punt, and then 3 plays aided by a face masking penalty. They made it in on that play, and they tied it up 7-7, and that's the way it sits right now. We're going to take one more break, back with a second half kickoff right after this. Oh, no, we don't have to do that. We're in good shape, Vern. So, Vern, we talked a little bit about the defensive adjustments. Offensively now, the Blue Devils have to get something going also, because they really haven't. Bowder has an impressive night, but they got to do something else besides that.
They do, Greg, and pretty much all of Niebauer's rushing attempts have been straight up the middle.
Right.
And we got to do something to get him out on the edge. He's got tremendous speed, good quickness, and he just needs a hole, and he's just not finding it up the middle tonight.
The Blue Devils had some injuries in the first half. Both of them became from the line. I know you're checking over there to see.
Yes, I am. And what I'm hearing, Greg, is that Blaine Ocker was an ankle injury. They taped him up, and he is back in the game.
Okay.
Carson Sellers was a knee, and not quite sure where we stand with that young man.
Yeah, okay. Those injuries, of course, as we mentioned, Blue Devils can't really afford injuries, but got to move on. Next man up, they'll come in and see what they can do. So that's the status for the Blue Devils right now. Last week, 10-3 was the score for Camp Hill. They led against Lancaster Catholic in that one. They succumbed, though, in the long run, 38-24, as Lancaster Catholic wore them down at that point in time. We'll see what happens here if the Blue Devils can do a little bit of that magic also coming out in the second half. So we mentioned Camp Hill Lions 1-9 last year. The Blue Devils 2-8, both looking to improve on that one. For the Blue Devils, this was one that they won. Next week was one that they won against the Nighthawks of Hanover. And so, it's a critical game here tonight for the Blue Devils. We mentioned that defensive stand there at the end of the second quarter after marching 20 from the 20-yard line down to the 2-yard line and holding the Lions. That was a big play for the Blue Devils. The secret here is what they can do. Camp Hill will receive the kickoff from the Blue Devils, and that will be a big key. You have been listening to the halftime show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania, Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. I'm Greg Hoover, Vern McCauley along, and of course, Vern, we count on your insight because, well, you have that insight because you know someone.
That was and I tell you all the time, Greg, that means nothing because I hear less now than when my son was an assistant for Coach Tenenis.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, and just as a casual fan, I think can figure this one out. The Blue Devils had to have this game circled on their schedule.
Right.
This game and next week. They won last year.
Sure.
That were their only 2 wins. I understand that Camp Hill was much improved, but I really think this football team and this coaching staff had an expectation to come in here and do well tonight. Well, and it's not that they haven't done well.
Yep.
But they need some more things need to work in the second half for them to win this football game.
And what do you think the same for Coach Tim Bigelow?
That big game for him.
Big game for them. They think this is one that they can maybe muster up and get in the win column.
They played their hearts out last week.
Yeah, they did.
There's a lot of emotion in that game.
Yep.
And rightly so. And, we talked about, teenagers sometimes handle emotion differently.
Right.
And they could have easily rolled over last week. And, boy, they didn't. They did anything but roll over. They had Herculean effort against a really good Lancaster Catholic ball club.
They did a neat thing here today.
They did.
The young athlete that played soccer and basketball for them that passed away at the age of 18. Many of their teammates are playing football. They paused for 25 seconds of silence. That was his number.
That was his number, yeah.
That was pretty
cool.
Very
fitting tribute. It was a very cool tribute.
Blue Devils come out. Kirkwood will tee up the ball. He'll get ready to kick it off from the right hash mark of the 40-yard line. Blue Devils in the away whites with, as you mentioned, Vernon, the different numbers.
Yes,
they
Greg.
appear to be smaller
Love
for some reason. Or we're getting older. I'm not really sure.
It's both, Greg. Yeah. Christian Dowie deep to receive Kirkwood's kickoff. But, yeah, the thin blue numbers are outlined in gold, and it makes it very difficult to see. Dowie takes the fields of kickoff at the 5-yard line.
Gets hit once but stays on his feet and keeps running. Now he reverses field up to the 40 and now falling and gets dragged down behind, but not till he reaches the 49-yard line. Should have been tackled, Vern, somewhere around the 25.
I thought he was out of bounds, Greg, but that wasn't the case. The official was right on top of the play. David Niebauer with the stop, and boy, if he got by Niebauer, he was gone.
Yeah, there was no one stopping him at that point. So that's not the way the Blue Devils wanted to start. But if you're Camp Hill said, that's why we put him.
I'm going to use the word inauspicious because that was a very inauspicious way to start this second half, Greg.
Nice work.
And thank you very much. And they dodged one there, but thank goodness for Niebauer on the tackle.
Out of the gun. One to the left, and they give that to him. He gets the first call of the game. That is Shelap, and Shelap is really stopped at the line of scrimmage. And I don't think they'll really move the sticks. Well, they're going to give him a half a yard on that play.
He was met by a host of Blue Devil defenders led by 71. Big senior Sam Reed. Yeah, they got a yard. That was a generous spot, but good defense along the front line. You know, this front defensive line might have been challenged at halftime by Coach Small.
Could have been. Moved up to the 50-yard line, just the ball on the left side of the 50. They're moving left to right of the center of the field. So they'll put two to the right, two to the left, and Schuster with a sidecar to his right from the gun and takes the snap, straight back and look at the pass. Throws across the middle, hits his receiver this time, Labine. Labine on the run and goes down over the 40 to the 35 and down to the 30, and that will be a first down on that one.
Fine effort on the part of Labine. Nice catch and run after the catch. Drugged down from behind by number 12, Taylor Conrad. Very well-conceived play on the part of Camp Hill.
2 for 10, the Blue Devils were in the passing category in half number 1 unofficially. And Camp Hill was 4 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 unofficially. So now 5 for 10. They'll split the field again, 2 to left, 2 to right, this time working from the left hash mark. Schuster at the gun. He'll have Charles protecting him a little bit, throws right straight up and completes it once again to Levine. Levine again chased out of bounds inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. So they're on the move again, and you see what their offensive strategy has changed to.
Absolutely, getting the ball to the receivers in space and making the defenders miss. Very well-conceived drive here on the part of Camp Hill.
So just here, they've moved. Well, they had a great run back, started at their own 49-yard line, and have moved now again, just like they did last time. They have been moving the ball. Just the last time they moved to the 2-yard line, the Blue Devil defense stepped up. They will bring Chelap in motion, and they'll give it to Charles. Charles straight up the middle. He'll get the first down, and another first down. That's 3 in a row.
Taylor Conrad was in the backfield that time. He had initial contact. Do we have another injury, Greg?
Or timeout, but I would think it's an injury.
Camp Hill player.
Looks like a cramp.
Update on Blaine Ocker. Apparently the tape job on his ankle just didn't do the trick, and he appears to be out at this time also. He's the nose guard on the 3-4 defense. I see we have another player in there. Looks like Ben DeLauder, sophomore, lining up over center.
The next man up, let's see what he can do in that position. The clock stopped at 10:17 on the injury time. Timeout. And it is a 7-7 score still with Camp Hill in the very first possession of the third quarter, moving the ball as they go right to left here.
The Blue Devils have a very interesting team, Greg. 52 ball players on the football team, 13 seniors. 16 juniors, 23 sophomores.
Wow.
A sophomore team that has a as freshmen had an outstanding football season last year.
Yes, they did, and that's what they're counting on. And of course, all indications would appear that they're perhaps a year away.
Yes.
From that. And let's be honest, that takes you a little while to get things together.
Well, it certainly does. But looking at the freshman team this year, I was up at the scrimmage. They scrimmaged Mechanicsburg on Tuesday. Wow, we got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I'm going to use another word: plethora.
Plethora.
We have a plethora of football talent in Greencastle right now. Between the sophomore class and the upcoming freshman class,
right?
Awesome amount of talent.
Eric Dick, the sophomore for Camp Hill, was the injured player. He comes off. They'll put Shartles up front of the quarterback. The pitch back faked, and now looking to throw to the end zone. They certainly do, and touchdown, Camp Hill, or the completion to their big guy, Trumpy. No surprise there. They like to throw to him. And why wouldn't he? Connor Trumpy, the 6'5 senior. And they get the touchdown.
Trumpy had a couple shuffle steps there before the ball was snapped. But he's, as I said before, he's quite the imposing target. Malachi Rhodes looks like he has the daunting task of covering Trumpy. I don't have heights and weights of the Blue Devil football team, but he's not 6'5", that's for sure.
No, he's not.
Well, that extra point attempt was blocked.
Yeah.
I would say that's Adam Root.
It is Adam Root. So that could be critical. We'll see what happens there. But at the 9:57 mark here of the third quarter, it took them 3 minutes and 3 seconds to move 51 yards in 6 plays. It is 13-7. We'll be right back right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and, of course, the sportspage.org. Well, if you go back to the end of the second quarter and then the beginning of this one, Schuster is 5 for 5, 3 for 3 in that drive, and the big one coming to Trumpy. It was a 6 yards, we mentioned, a 6-play, 51-yard drive, and they're up 13-7.
Yes, they are.
And moving the ball quite well.
Even though we're standing next to each other, Greg, due to modern technology, we can only communicate if we have our headphones on.
That's true.
And I didn't have my headphones on because I wasn't paying attention.
6-yard line is where the kickoff is taken, and down at the where is it going to be? The 22-yard line is where the stop's going to be made, and the run back that time
Taylor Conrad,
was
Greg.
by Taylor Conrad, yes.
Yep. Obviously, they checked the film also on the Blue Devils, and they understand that Niebauer had a very long kick return for a touchdown last week, 98 yards.
Yeah, keep it away from him. I would do that.
He was hit a number of times on that return, one time by 3 guys. How he got out of that, I'll never know. It was a heck of an effort.
Greencastle's first offensive possession of quarter number 3 of the second half. They are down by 6 now, so let's see if they can go to work here. It'll be sophomore or junior Zach Cole under controls here as the quarterback, and he will have Niedbauer as his running back. They'll switch the 2 ends. And
oh, no, loose ball. Flags on the play.
Yeah.
Apparently we had movement on the part of the Blue Devils.
That was just ugly from the beginning, wasn't it?
It was.
Can you have 2 men in motion? I don't think so.
Not anymore.
No, unless you're in the Canadian Football League, and I don't think that's possible. So, I think it'll be illegal motion, illegal shift. That would have been a dead ball call, so the fumble wouldn't have counted. So
that penalty is declined.
First penalty of the it is declined.
They're going to take the loss.
Yeah. So then it wouldn't have been a dead ball. Ball sits at the 21 after that one. See if they can get this one right now. Okay, there's fake the pass or fake the and then.
Oh boy, that ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Up there like a wounded duck.
Well, you know, Trumpy is the defensive end on that side, Greg.
Oh.
And what's he listed at? He's a big boy.
6'5".
6'5", 185.
Yep. So 2 plays and third down now. The Blue Devils have got nothing, and that's not how you want to start.
This is not the way they planned on opening this drive,
No,
Greg.
not at all. Deep in their own territory, too, at the 21-yard line.
Need to come up with a play here. Who's going to do it?
Straight back in the pocket looking to throw. They're going down for Root. Root's got twisted around, and it throws behind him a little bit. He had his man beat. His defender, Labine, had him on the inside, but he couldn't get the ball to him, so the incomplete pass.
Yeah, he was open several different ways there, but just couldn't get acclimated to the ball in flight.
4th down, and that will be another punting situation, and that will bring Root into do the chores for the Blue Devils.
Greg, I know this is hard to believe.
Yeah.
The Blue Devil offense is not as sharp as it was last week.
Really?
Yes. And I know it's hard to believe a 56-13 loss.
Yeah, I know.
The offense was sharper last week than it is right now. They've suffered a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
It's not a good third quarter.
Adam Root gets it off, a high booming kickoff. Oh, and hit right away at the 48-yard line. That was one that I was waiting for the fair catch to be made because Root got that one up in the air. Charles decides to take it, but he gets hit, and that's where Campbell.
Levi Bingaman.
There he is.
One of the juniors stepping up. Fine gunner play on the punt coverage.
Well, here you go, Vern. The last 2 offensive series for Camp Hill, they have moved the ball at will. There was no stopping them. They got Greencastle has to stop them.
We talk about defining plays, Greg. This is a defining drive right here.
The way the offense is going, they can't afford to go down 2.
They cannot.
So
they cannot. They need to stop here.
From
Someone needs to step up and make a stop.
Pitched back now. It goes, and down the left sideline with the run is Shelap. Shelap gets very close to the first down.
Yeah, he got about 10 on the play. He got it.
He got it first down.
Yeah.
That ain't what you wanted to start out with.
Too many guys standing around and inviting contact to them. No one is stepping up and initiating the contact defensively, and guys are getting pushed around rather handily right now.
Trumpy comes to our near side. That's the one you always have to look out for. There's going to be twins to the left, twins to the right.
I'd take a shot if I was in, Greg. I really would. With Trumpy over here. There.
They're going to give the almost like a direct snap to Charles. He breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's down to the 25-yard line. Well, Vernon, I hate to say it, but the only thing stopping Camp Hill right now is themselves.
Yeah.
They had the fumble on a bad snap, an interception, and there's another first down.
It's never good when your free safety is making the tackles.
The bulk of your tackles.
And that's Adam Rutt there at free safety, big number 81.
25-yard line, left hash mark. Moving right to the left is Camp Hill, and moving is the operative word right now. 2 to left, 2 to right, 1 in the backfield. There goes in motion Labine. Labine gets the snap directly from the quarterback on the play. He breaks one tackle, spins out of another one, and goes down to about the 21-yard line.
There's a flag. It was coming from behind the play. I'm sure that's either a block in the back or a hold against Camp Hill. That's coming back.
That's the only thing that Coach Bigelow will take a look at in the film and say, guys, we got to cut that out. That would be their 4th if it's against them. Waiting for the gentleman in the white hat to make the call. Long discussion, longer than normal. Holding against Camp Hill. And that's exactly their 4th penalty.
Offsetting penalties,
offside,
personal foul.
All right, never mind.
Offsetting penalty there.
So that one really doesn't count. I guess you could count them, but so it would be 1 and 4. That's something you have to look at. So the ball will stay. See where it stays at, back of the original line of scrimmage.
25-yard line.
Yep, at the 25. And it'll stay first down. So 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll break huddle again. Schuster has his team set, looks over. And handoff and stopped in the backfield. They went to Chelap, but Chelap had nowhere to go. And a big play for the Blue Devils in this one.
Big 79, Sam Reed once again.
And we've had a few Sam Reed calls.
We have a few Sam Reed calls. He made good penetration at the line of scrimmage. That play was good for a loss of 3 yards.
They need about another one of those, and put Camp Hill in the hole. But then Camp Hill's come up with some big plays. Now they're going to send trips to the right side and isolate Trumpy here to the near side. It's the short side of the field.
That means they're coming back this way, Greg.
Yep, it usually does. They usually go to the isolation. And they fake one side.
Got him. Oh, no. How in the world did he get away?
Wide open. Nobody on him. Steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Camp Hill. A wide open Greg Labine. How did he break that tackle, Vern? Touchdown, Camp Hill. Man.
I have no idea, Greg. I have no words right now, actually.
That one, the dagger in the heart.
we had two guys in the offensive backfield. We had the quarterback dead to right. Really. Yep.
A great play by Schuster to break out of that.
They're going for two here, Greg, having missed the last extra point.
Wow.
Trying to make this a 14-point lead.
With 7:27 to go and the Greencastle offense not in high gear, it could be enough. Passing to Trumpy. Trumpy makes the grab. 2-point conversion, and it'll make it 21-7. 7:27 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this message on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com. That's not what I wanted to play, but well, Vernon, that one, it's a 52-yard drive. It only took them 5 plays to make the score.
Yeah.
And they used 4 passes to do so. 4 for 4 Schuster was in that one. And so using the bulk of out of 5 plays, and except for the penalty, they get the score and they go up by 14 points. Blue Devils going to have to make something go here, and just to try to make it back in the game. The only time the Blue Devils were able to score, that came after the block punt and then a face mask penalty, and 8 of them also. But besides that, the offense have somewhat been stalemated by the Camp Hill Lions, and it's just, as you said, it was better against Chambersburg.
They were sharper. The offense was sharper. But I tell you what, we're about to find out a lot about this football team. We got nearly 20 minutes to go. It does look bleak, but there's a lot of time left in this football game.
Now let's see what they do here, starting with the kickoff.
We could take a return.
Yep, at the 10-yard line, that's where it is. Conrad with the ball, straight up the middle. Is it Conrad?
Actually, Greg, I think it was 21, Niebauer.
I'm
not sure about that.
Up to the 34-yard. It is Niebauer. Up to the 34-yard line. That's where Blue Devils will take it. See what he can do from this point in time. So Blue Devils come out. Have to do a little bit of something different here. See what they can do offensively. It cannot be a 3-and-out.
It cannot be a 3-and-out. Nope.
At least get a first down. At least get some confidence back in this.
We need a sustained drive. We need a couple big plays, a couple guys stepping up. Sounds simple, doesn't it, Greg?
No, it does.
Camp Hill defense certainly energized at this point. I mean, they're circling the water.
Here comes, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and that will be an incomplete pass as Cole.
That was Trey Wood, intended receiver.
2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
I hear we had some pretty good practices this week, Greg, and we really need to dig deep and have those good practices translate into something positive here right now.
Need Bauer with the carry. Straight up the middle he goes. Doesn't get a whole lot of running room because that front line collapses very quickly. And with that, about a 2-yard gain. So now brings up a 3rd down situation for the Blue Devils, and they'll face a 3rd down and 7. That's the one part, when you throw in 1st down and it's incomplete, and you're in the hole right away.
Right.
3rd and 7 for the Blue Devils.
Not in a good position right here, Greg.
Now,
Certainly a passing situation. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play and protect the quarterback.
Clock is
Timeout, Greencastle Antrim.
Yep, they'll take a timeout, talk things over on this one. If they do so, we'll do likewise. We'll be right back right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sports page, thesportspage.blog. Blue Devils break huddle, come out here and see what they can do in 3rd down. There's the snap, looking to pass, rolling to his left, and he's going to be.
No.
I'm not sure what that was about. That's a penalty. Would be intentional grounding against that one, as he just tossed it out of ground. No one there, and yeah, that'll be a penalty. Second one for the Blue Devils here in this contest.
We're lucky that didn't come back to haunt us, Greg.
Yeah.
Now, that was an underhanded backwards pass, so can you really call that intentional grounding? I think they're going to wave the flag off.
Yeah, they do. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, he threw that backwards underhanded, so.
Either way, dangerous, though. If
Well, it was very dangerous. Well,
Yeah.
it could have been a fumble.
Right. So, 4th down situation, just as still not a productive series for the Blue Devils. And so now Root will come in. He'll stand at his 15-yard line looking to punt it away. They will put Doyle at the 35-yard line awaiting the punt.
Special teams need to cover this punt, Greg, and then the defense needs to come out and play a whale of a series.
Wow, great punt.
What a punt.
Wow, chases him back to the, and then he slips and falls, and the ball rolls back to the, to the
15-yard
line. So
yeah.
the ball was at the, I'm going to say the 30. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 55-yard
punt. Yeah.
That'll help the average.
Yes, it will. And it's going to help this defense, too. They got them pinned back here pretty good on the 15-yard line. Need to do something with that break. They got to break with the bounce.
And the slip.
And the punt return guy did the right thing.
He left it go, yeah.
Just get away from it.
Yeah, didn't want it to hit him. So here comes Camp Hill again. Their offense has been in high gear. They have been able to move the ball at will. Schuster, the quarterback, the junior. Hand off to Chelap. Chelap will go straight up the middle, pick up about 3 yards on the play. That's okay. That's been better than some of the first down plays for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Tyler Twane in the stop. Nice tackle after a pickup of about 3 yards. Twane coming in from his inside linebacker position. We had breakfast this morning. I drew up my chart, my
very
positional
nice.
chart.
Yeah,
right?
very nice,
Yeah.
Darn.
I'm always working.
I know you are. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. 21-7 Camp Hill on top. In motion, Chelap. This
Loose
one,
ball.
Can the Blue Devils pick it up?
They did. They got it. Yep.
And the Blue Devils get another breakdown.
There's their break. This is a big break, Greg. Number 12, Taylor Conrad, the sophomore, made a big play.
So they have recovered. They got an interception. They got a block punt, and now they pick up a fumble. They have picked up three. Three.
Yeah, and they only have 7
turnovers.
points to show for it.
Yes.
So they need to turn this into points. They need to turn this into 7 points.
Last time they did off the block punt. That's what got them the first 7. Let's see if they can turn this one in. And that's the, Camp Hill, the only way they've given up points has been through the turnovers.
This is huge.
It is. It puts
Greg,
the
it's
Blue
huge. I
Devils-
don't want to overstate it, but
Well, you
it's
just
huge.
did.
I did.
The Blue Devils, it'll put them back into the ball game. Here we go. Cole takes the ball. Straight back looking to pass. Rolls left. Throws
Got
to
him
the
in
end
it.
zone and overthrown.
Yeah, that's pass interference, Greg. They
yeah.
got tangled up there on the
Yeah.
on the pattern.
It was intended for Root, and the flag is being thrown, so that'll be a big penalty for the the Blue Devils. It'll be the 5th one against the Camp Hill Lions. So we'll wait and see.
It's not offensive, is it?
Well, it could be. You got one or two choices, offense or defense. Now you got to walk it against the defense.
Yeah, they got tangled up on the pattern.
We'll wait for the official call. Holding. Okay. Either way, penalty helps the Blue Devils. Clock at 5:26. Blue Devils get a break on this one. So now, now it's first down on that one.
Zach Cole keeps the football.
Yeah, first time we've seen that, and he gets up to the 5-yard line on the right side. So he gets closer to the first down.
That is a first down, Greg.
Well, it was a first down. So this is they had first down marked on the holding call. So now this will be second down, right?
No, they just gave the first down signal.
Well, they had first on the marker there.
Okay.
I don't quite understand. So
I understand.
So now they get another first down. Maybe
the marker's wrong.
Yeah, it could have been wrong. So once again, this is Niedermeyer's coming out of the Wildcat, and he gets sandwiched right away.
Yes, he did. I like the call.
Yeah.
I like the fact we're doing something a little bit different here.
So second down.
Got Mayer in the backfield also. This 4-down territory, Greg.
Well, no doubt, and they do have plenty of time. Cole goes back to the quarterback position. Niedermeyer is still the up back, and Cole will roll to the right in heavy traffic and throws it away. No one there.
No one there.
Third down now for the Blue Devils. Well, there's the flag.
The flag.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's going to be intentional grounding.
That's a loss of
because he was outside the tackle box, which makes it intentional grounding.
Loss of a down.
Yeah.
Yep. And the penalty.
Loss of that down and the penalty. Yes.
Oh boy.
I tell you, well,
not how we wanted this drive to go.
No. So they're going to march him back, waiting for the official signal. Intentional grounding.
It gives them a little more field to work with.
Okay. Way to be positive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
A little too much
No, they're
field.
still walking.
Yeah, they are.
Still marking it all.
So the ball will be spotted at the 24-yard line. Right hash marks where they're going to work from. Down is number 3. Third down, yeah.
So it may not be 4-down territory now. They may settle for a field goal.
Well, that's yes. Yes. Now there's still some discussion on what down is. Well, it can't be. That was the loss of down.
It's got to be third down.
Yeah, the one judge is saying loss of down when you don't take another down away.
No.
But it was second down, so that would be third down, right? So that was second down. So you can't take another down away. So it's third down. So that is correct. All right, here we go. Clock started again. We'll start on the snap at 4:27 to go in the third quarter. Cole, straight back, looking to pass. Comes across and overthrows his intended receiver, and it will be a 4th down situation. That was Root again. So the decision is, do you bring in your kicker? Looks like they are.
Looks like they are, Greg.
Going to bring up try to get a 3-pointer up on the board. So Kirkwood will come in, attempt his first field goal attempt. I don't think he attempted one against Chambers.
He did not. This is from 41 yards. 41-yard attempt.
Yes,
he has the leg, obviously,
right,
to do this.
Snap is down. Kick is up. Has the distance. And he got it.
Got it.
Blue Devils cut the margin by 3 on the 41-yard field goal attempt by Kirkwood. That'll stop the clock at 4:17 and put 3 on the board. We're at 21-10 now with a quarter and 4 minutes to go in this one.
Not what we wanted, but it's points.
And you got to take the points when you can get them and keep working at it that way. So the Blue Devils are able to take the benefit of another turnover and score on that one. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Kirkwood set to kick off after the Blue Devils get the field goal out of Kirkwood. 3-play drive. Kicks it back to the 7-yard line. That's where it's taken by, boy, there's a flag on the play.
Face mask.
Is that against the Blue Devils?
That's face mask.
I mean, they can win.
Yep.
That's their 4th penalty now. Going against, for a while there, they were penalty free in the first half, and now 4 here in the second half, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against Camp Hill.
Yeah, if your tackling is not up to par, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's not helping.
That's not.
Now,
that was holding.
It was a holding. Yeah.
That was a face mask.
Well, they held a face mask, evidently.
Yeah.
But
hey, we're getting some breaks here. This is what we need. We need some breaks.
Well, got some
breaks. We need some breaks. Let's get a break now.
So, again, the only thing that seems to have been stopping Camp Hill themselves they've been shooting themselves in the foot with some miscues, such as penalties, and also along with
I actually think the side
turnovers.
judge was shielded from that call. That's how he got him down by the face mask.
Okay. So Camp Hill with the football now. They'll go to work with the ball spotted at the
another big series.
Yeah.
There's movement.
Trying to go around the right side. Fakes one, gets around that one. This is Shelap with the ball. And then finally stopped. They started from the 18-yard line on this one. Niebauer will make the stop. 2nd down and a pickup of 5.
Pick up a 5 yards. Yeah, it was good effort on the
yeah. Again, looked like they might have had Shelap back behind.
They did have him back behind. They just couldn't bring him down.
Not sure how many times we have said that, but it certainly has been
too many.
Too many times.
Yeah.
Levine comes out to the near side. Trumpy in the slot to the left side as they work from the right hash mark. Moving right to left here as the quarter goes to the 3:26 mark. 21-10, Camp Hill's lead.
Somebody's got to make a play.
Over the top and
boy.
Underthrown.
He had a step. He had position.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That might have been the only bad pass that I've seen Schuster throw tonight.
Yeah, he had him right there.
Yeah. He has completed his four straight here to start the half, and that is his first incomplete pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row before that one. He was 4 for 9, so that he was 8 for 13, 8 for 14 so far in this ball game.
Need to get some penetration in the backfield.
So a 3rd down situation. 3 receivers to this side. Trumpy is in the slot to the left, so he's not isolated on the other side, which is sometimes the situation they throw at you. They do have
Here it comes. Here.
They do have it over the middle and incomplete.
Oh boy!
Yeah, that could have
been intercepted.
It could have been. I don't think the defensive back had his eye on the ball.
I don't believe so, Greg.
However, Vern, let's look at the positive.
Let's look at the positive, Greg.
Punting situation.
You know, Greg, we run a 34 defense.
Mm-hmm.
2/3 of our front 3 are out with injuries right now.
Right.
They're holding it together.
So punter will stand at the 8-yard line, the 10-yard line. There's the snap. He'll get it away. Nice punt. Takes it back to the 48-yard line. Breaks the tackle and up over the 50 to the 48. And then that's where forward motion will be set. Conrad will get that call. Blue Devils will get the football and go to work. So,
yeah, Greg, I don't know much about Taylor Conrad. He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
He's a tough kid. He saw a lot of action last week. Quite frankly, tells you how much in the dark I am. I didn't know he was going to be used as much as he was last week. He was used a lot. Defensively, special teams. a lot of trust in that kid running back kickoffs too.
Yeah, that's a big role to play.
Punts and kickoffs, it is a big role. And he can play quarterback.
Yeah. Blue Devils set.
Oh,
no. And Blue Devils, it was a pitch out, and it was dropped, and then they were able to take advantage of that one. As they were speaking of
Conrad, yes.
he was the one that took the pitch out, didn't hold on to it.
Right.
And now a loss for the Blue Devils back to the inside Camp Hill territory to the 43-yard line.
It's about 20 yards, a 10-yard loss. So
Yeah.
we're looking at 2nd and 20.
However, the upside, they got the ball back.
Got the ball back. Sure-handed Conrad recovered his own fumble.
Zach Cole.
Oh boy.
They got setting up the screen, and they missed it. Incomplete. It's not a fumble, guys. It's an incomplete pass. So, this one didn't turn out. This series did not turn out well either.
No, it didn't. It didn't. The usually sure-handed David Niebauer probably turned his head to run before he caught the ball.
Not an unusual thing.
It happens on Sundays.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
Greg, it happens on Sundays.
So now the Blue Devils faced with a 3rd down and 20.
Yep.
Cole just
got him in space here. There you go.
Yep, here goes Niedbauer. Got a little speed picked up to the original line of scrimmage, and then met by a whole host of blue shirts.
Yeah, he gets there's a flag. Flag at the end. They may have had his face mask, Greg.
That would be probably good enough for a first down.
It sure would,
depending
Greg.
on the nature of the
He picked up 12 yards on his own.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do. That's what I said to you at halftime. We need to get him the ball in space.
And that time they
got to
did.
get the ball in space.
Let's see how many yards this one is, whether it's the intentional or the accidental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yard. So it helps though. So the ball is now spotted at the 41 in Camp Hill territory.
It's about 3 yards. 4th and 3.
Yep,
3rd and 3.
It is.
3rd and 3. 4th and 3.
It's the first completed pass.
3rd and about 4.
Yep. Makes it manageable.
It certainly does, Greg. Got to get this first down.
This is Tony.
Isaiah Tony Mayhew. There he goes. He got the first down.
There's another flag.
Another flag.
Let's see what the flag is, though.
Oh, I don't know about this one, Greg.
Where it is, Vern, is
it came from different directions. I don't know.
Out there, so
it came from different directions. Blocking back or a hold.
There's 3 of them out there, but I don't. A lot of times when one official throws, they all throw. It's not necessarily saw 3 different things.
Personal foul face mask.
Oh, wow, it's another one. Wow. Wow.
That's of the 15-yard variety, Greg.
Yep. That is the 7th penalty.
You know what, Dr. Hoover, Blue Devils are about to get back in this football game.
They are.
They are. You like it when I call you that, don't you?
No, Vern, you can call me anything you want.
Yeah.
Well, not anything.
I like to call you Dr. Hoover. I haven't done that in a long time.
I know.
I used to do it just to irritate people.
It
did.
It really did. Takes the ball up to the 20-yard line for the Blue Devils. And again, Camp Hill, just the penalties have really not done them any favors.
Oof.
That time, though, they did themselves a favor. They saw what was coming.
They did. They saw what was coming. I tell you what, Greencastle had to play. They had to play to Isaiah Tony Mayhew after the fake inside. It went backwards that time.
Right.
But that's okay.
So a loss of 2 yards
They
on
can
the
come
play.
back to that.
That's not so bad. 1:37 remaining in the third quarter. This one, Niedbauer right off the top. He gets dragged from behind, but he carries a few with him up to about the 18-yard line.
Isaiah looks pretty sharp. He hasn't played the entire game, but he's played bits and pieces.
Yeah.
He looks very quick. Very quick. He wasn't able to participate in the scrimmage against New Oxford or the game last week. So it's good to see him back out there.
3rd down and 9.
Probably a passing play.
Or, yes, that's what it is. Straight up and blocked up, thrown up in the air.
There's a flag. There's a flag. Pass interference.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Well,
we're holding.
We're holding. That's what. No, it's against Camp Hill. Pass interference. That's the preliminary indication.
Defensive holding. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
That was an uncatchable ball. That ball was.
Yeah. However, is that a factor in high school football?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. And that's not what I was going for.
Yeah, you're just saying it was.
He wouldn't have been able to catch
catch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Of course, if somebody had one hand behind my back, I probably wouldn't be able to catch it either.
it wouldn't matter, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's another first down for the Blue Devils, and again, 57.8 seconds.
First and
here,
goal inside the 10.
right in the third quarter. They trail this one 21-10.
We need a good first down play here, Greg.
And Niedermeyer with the ball into the 5, to the 4, to the 3, still trying to get in. He's not going to get in.
He's down to the goal line.
But he's at the goal line. He's at the 1 yard line.
Yep.
So that's
It was a heck of a 9-yard effort on the part of young Mr. Niebauer. Hurry up offense, Greg.
Yep.
Might be Zach Cole keeping it himself this time.
It is. Straight up the middle, but he's not going to get in.
No,
they
he's
make
not.
The stop. 25 seconds. It matters not whether they score now or at the quarter mark.
Well, selfishly, it'd be easier for me if they do let the clock run down and score at the opposite end of the field.
Really now?
Yeah, it would be.
Okay.
And they're not going to do it. They don't care. Here we go. Big third down.
Niedermeyer, is he in? No, they didn't get it. Wow. Wow. No, wait. Did they get it? No, they didn't get it. Hand up. That is the end of the quarter. They did not get it. Fourth down coming up. They're going to switch ends of the field, and we're going to be right back after these words on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpenbroadcasting.com, and the
I'm sorry, did I do something?
Keep putting those down there.
Oh, and I hit it?
Yeah,
Did I really?
It makes a terrible noise.
I'm
Vern.
sorry,
Yeah,
Greg.
we'll be
I'm
right
sorry.
back. Here we go. Quarterback keeper.
Got it.
He's in. That was the Wildcat, actually, as Niebauer went in on the Wildcat and gets the score. And suddenly, Vernon, the Blue Devils are back into this ball game.
They are back into this ball game.
21-16. See what they elect to do. Did they go for 2 here to make it a field goal tying possibility?
I would take the point.
Okay, well, we'll see what your son says about that. Since
He's going to do the opposite, I'm sure.
Yes, he is. Exactly what they're going to do. They're going for 2 and a chance to bring it within 3. And looking to pass, rolling out.
Got him.
Throws
Got
across
him right
the
there.
middle, and they get it.
Got it.
They
Got
put it
him
into
right.
Root's hands. And
That
the
was a
Blue
slow
Devils-
developing
it
play.
was.
You got to be patient and let that play develop, and they did. Now it's a field goal game.
Yes, it is.
Now it is a Nathan Kirkwood game.
Yes, it is. It comes down to him. And you know what? What I've seen tonight, that's okay.
That's okay
I'll
with
take
me.
that. I like his
Yep,
foot.
yep.
And so now the Blue Devils suddenly, when we thought, Vern, and let's be honest, at 21-7, and the offense was sputtering.
It was. It wasn't looking very good. But
Well-
you know what Howard Cosell used to say?
No, that was Dandy Don, right? No.
The
go
foot. Always the foot.
Yeah. Well, actually, in this one, I'm not so sure so much that the Blue Devils have taken advantage of opportunities presented them by Camp Hill. The
But you look-
turnovers and the penalties have certainly helped the Blue Devils here tonight.
I'll tell you what Greencastle Antrim's done, Greg, and I have to talk low because there's people in the press
I know,
box.
yes.
They got the momentum now.
Yeah, they do.
You look at the sideline down there. They got the momentum.
Well, they do. I mean,
They do.
You know, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's been 9 penalties on the part of Camp Hill in this one, and they cannot win ball games as Greencastle could not. Not many teams can win ball games, and they haven't been offsides motion penalties.
Right.
They have been holding,
Significant, yeah.
holding, face masking, and pass interference.
Blue Devils need a significant kick coverage
Yeah,
statement right here.
Right.
They need
certainly
to.
do.
Someone needs to fly down that field and make a statement stop on this kickoff return. Kirkwood.
To the
Inside the
5-yard line. Here we come.
There he is.
Doyle.
Ah.
They missed one.
He had him. There you go. Oh,
hit him
boy.
once. He's still on his feet. What a great run back.
It was
Only
a
to
great
the
run back.
34, 35-yard line, but Doyle with a great run back.
You know, Greg, I didn't get the number, but there was a guy that did exactly what I wanted him to do. He was down the field, just went past him. All right, that's okay.
All right, ball spotted at the 34. We're in the final quarter, 11:46 to go here in this ball game. And Camp Hill has the football. They have been moving the football well, but then they shoot themselves in the foot with some turnovers.
Big series for both teams.
2, 3,
Big series.
Three crucial turnovers on their part. Schuster in the gun. And hands off. There's a penalty. Motion penalty. Yep,
Motion penalty.
We talked about they haven't had many of the nitty-gritty ones, but there's one right there.
Yeah, there's a motion penalty.
So Blue Devils will take that one back, obviously. They'll call it an illegal shift.
You know what I got, Greg? I got my binoculars handy because somebody's going to make a play, and I need to figure out what that number is. Yeah, I want to help you out as best I can.
So that is the 10th penalty of the ball game unofficially for Camp Hill.
You know, you're the play-by-play guy. I'm the color guy. I'm trying to add color to the broadcast.
Thank you.
I know there's people sitting at home right now listening to us, right?
Well, yeah, there are.
Absolutely.
They're not turning off now, not with it 21.
The way I haven't got any text in the second half, so.
Since you've been chastising me.
They may have turned it off.
Well, I don't think so. Game's too close.
It is too close.
So that puts the ball back at the 29-yard, right at the center field. Schuster now out of the pistol.
Who's going to make a play?
It looked like he moved again.
Yeah, nice fake.
Yeah, and it was. Completes the pass out here. And, still on his feet is Sartle. Sartle down the right sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds by Rood at the about the 34-yard line, deep in Blue Devil territory. Just a little swing pass out there, and he did the rest.
He sure did, Greg. That was an excellent effort on the part of Sartle. Wow.
Yeah, big game for him. And there we are once again.
Thank goodness for Rook because he was gone. He was on his way.
Yep, Rook came down the sideline, knocked him out of bounds.
Oh, man.
First down, deep in Blue Devil territory at the 32-yard line now.
Come on, defense. Somebody's got to step up and make a play.
Camp Hill breaks huddle. They'll put 2 in the backfield along with Schuster. That means they have a tight end and 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Handoff, and straight down he goes after about a 2-yard pickup. Not bad. Sheelap was the ball carrier on that one. So the Blue Devils read the inside handoff very well.
Landon Searless on the stop. First time I think we called his name tonight.
It has been, yes.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Big stop there by
that was.
The big interior lineman. Okay, here we go. 2nd down.
Well, this has been it's another big play for the Blue Devils. 3 in the backfield again, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. That is Trumpy over on the left side. Going to go to the right side, and nope, out of bounds. That would have been a heck of a catch.
It was a nice effort, I tell you that. It was an outstanding effort. Yeah. 3rd down. Big 3rd down play.
Well, we've said that too many times.
Well, we need to get some pressure on the quarterback here.
Yeah, Schuster's had some time to pass, and that's the last thing you need to do for him.
We need one of these defensive linemen or a linebacker shooting here to get some kind of pressure on the quarterback. He can pick us apart if he's given the time.
Yeah, he's proven that already.
Big play for the Blue Devils.
Schuster with Charles to his right. Charles now will go to his left, and they have 2 to left, 2 to right. They'll leave him there. Snap a little high, but he brings it down. Quick pass out here. Complete. Oh, man, he got hit hard and brought down right away.
Levi Bingaman.
Yep. So that was a quick out and really not a lot of yards on the play. 3 yards, so a 4th down situation facing the Camp Hill lines here.
Levi's coming. Hide your heart, girls.
Very good.
Thank you.
And so the ball resting at the 28-yard line.
You need about 6?
6 yards away from a first down on a 4th down situation.
5 on the scoreboard, but it's more like 6 yards, Greg.
9:55, plenty of time for both teams here.
Waiting for the play to come in.
Schuster brings it in. They'll break huddle. See what they do. They'll put 2 out to the left side. Big tight end to the left side, 2 to the right, and Charles will stand beside the quarterback Schuster as they work from the right hash mark. Schuster's 2-step drop, 100 pressure.
Oh, boy.
Gets away from
Oh,
it
man,
again,
oh, man, oh,
as
man,
he
oh, man,
does.
oh, man.
Goes, rolls, and throws, and has a wide open Trumpy on the left side for a first down, and Trumpy out of bounds, but not before he reaches the 15-yard line.
How do you leave that guy wide open, Greg?
Yeah.
6'5". Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, really.
Good pressure. Didn't see the number. Good pressure on the quarterback. Was able to slip by it.
I think to some degree that Camp Hill is a better team when when Schuster gets the run free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He starts to scramble. A lot of things happen down the field.
And
we're not doing a good job defending it either.
And Trumpy has enough sense to get free
to
get to the open space.
Just find a space and
right?
stand there. Yeah.
So
they're not going to miss him.
Nope. They get a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line in Blue Devil territory. Snap, pitch, back to Charles. Charles, look, I thought he was going to pass here for a while, but he kept it. He cuts back against the grain, was going right, now back left, and gets down close to the 10-yard line.
Appeared to be movement before the snap, Greg, but my eyes are playing tricks on me tonight.
You know, you can go. You know what deceives me a little bit? You can go when the snap is if I make any sense on that one. You can go when it snaps, not when it gets to the quarterback.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there can be motion as soon as the ball is snapped.
My eyes are a step slow, Greg.
Well, I understand that.
Okay.
8:49 now, 21-18.
Pick up a 4 on that last play. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
2nd down and 6.
It's a big one. Somebody's got to make a play. Somebody's got to step up.
2 to right, 1 to left. They haven't used that tight end as a receiver at all. This
boy, he's
Sheilab
going.
has some running room, and he's in for the touchdown from 11 yards out. 11-yard touchdown run. Sheilab, his 2nd of the ball game, and they have opened up a 27-18 lead. So let's see. It looks like they're going to go for the field goal, or the extra point, the 1-point conversion, and make it a 10-point ball game. Be a safe one.
Yeah, I would take the point, Greg.
Yeah, I would too. They will send Labine into, or not, is that Labine? Number 11?
Can't tell. I'm looking through the screen now.
It is Schuster the hold.
Looks good.
It's up and good. So now the lead backs up to 10 again, 28-18 with 8:28 to go. Still plenty of time in this one, so don't go. Float too far away from your radio. We'll be right back. (28-18) after the Camp Hill score. Sheilab, his 2nd touchdown of the evening, the 4th touchdown of the night for the Lions. And the Blue Devils now have to go to work.
Greg, we need to go to work right now. We need a return. I'll take a touchdown, but we need a return to get us in decent field position to get this next drive going, this all-important next drive, 8:28 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, now time becomes an enemy also.
It does. I mean, it's plenty of time, but we need to do something with this next drive or this kickoff.
So it will be a Greg Labine to do the kicking chores for Camp Hill. It is
Conrad to the far side, Niebuhr to the near.
Most likely. We'll see what happens here. Labine set to kick, and there it goes.
Probably going to see Conrad.
Conrad, no.
No, it is Niebuhr.
Niebuhr will take it straight up the middle, waiting for a block, trying to get to the outside, breaks up the middle a little bit, gets hit once, gets hit twice, and brought down near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, brings it up over the 30. It was a good effort.
Yep.
Good effort.
Well, here we go.
He's a fighter.
Not too many more opportunities for the Blue Devils offensively.
We only got a couple more drives in this ball game. We got to make the most out of this one.
So 8:19 to go.
Need some kids to step up and be leaders. Quarterback Zach Cole needs to be one of them. The seniors, there's 4 seniors on this starting offensive lineup. We need guys we need some emotional leadership right now.
So from the 32, working from the right hash mark, moving right to left, Blue Devils in their white aways and blue pants. Camp Hill with their Penn State-like uniforms. Of course, they are the Lions. I wonder why they didn't play.
I like their uniforms.
Didn't they play the Penn State fight song? They
Yeah.
played Rocky Top.
I like their uniforms.
Blue Devils will send Tommy in motion. They'll pitch back to
Isaiah
him.
Tony Mayhew.
He'll try to get around the outside and does a little bit, then drag down at the 35-yard line. A pickup, ran a lot, but only got about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, got about.
So this will be spotted at a loss of 2 yards on
Yeah,
the
it was
play.
a loss of 2.
Back behind the 50 in the Blue Devil territory to the 48. From the 49 to the 48. Loss of. So the Blue Devils now facing that all-important third down, 12 yards away from a first down.
You know, Greg, we're on the wrong side of the 50 now from where we started at, but I tell you what, like you say, we're not going to get too many more drives here.
No, we're running out of time.
Interesting couple calls.
So there's the pass. They complete it. They up into the 45, down to the 45, and that's where it'll stop.
There's a flag. Might have been roughing quarterback, Greg.
Really?
Yep.
Trey Wood was the receiver that time. He made the catch coming.
Yep. Roughing the quarterback is going to be the call against Camp Hill.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
Yeah, personal foul,
Yep.
roughing the quarterback.
That's one way to get a first down.
11 penalties against the Lions here.
It was a combination of hitting Zach Cole after the throw and the way he threw him down.
And 7 of those have been in the second half by my records.
Yeah.
So that takes it the whole way up to the 30-yard line, keeps the Blue Devils alive here with 6:49 to go.
Got to capitalize.
Man.
Got to capitalize.
Cole stand 5 yard back at the 35-yard line. Put Wood in motion, fakes the handoff, throws down here.
Isaiah Tony Mayhew by himself.
Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Touchdown.
Yeah. He had one step on him, and that was all he needed, and he makes the catch. Big pass catch that time from the 30-yard line, and it is a touchdown, Blue Devils, and now they were within 4 with 6:34 to go.
Greg, I have no idea what that pattern was, but he had the defender turned around, inside out, and upside down. He was all by himself.
So it will be Kirkwood to try to bring it within 3. Snap is down. Kick is up. It is good. And now the Blue Devils trail by 3. Again, back and forth. Never say die on this one.
No, you don't.
Just when you thought they're out of it again, here they come back. They trail this one 28-25. 6:34 remaining in the ball game. Do not go away. We'll be right back on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog. All right, let's take a look here. 6:34 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils trail by 3, 28-25. And we went into halftime, by the way, 7-7. So this has been one of those second halves. This is Kirkwood. Kick going back to the 5-yard line. Hoy once again. Hoy coming around the right side, the near side to us. He has one to get around, but no, he doesn't get it. And the stop is made. Niedermeyer makes the stop. I'm not sure what the fans wanted on that when he grabbed him and he was out on the sideline.
He actually kept him almost upright.
Yeah, kept him upright on that one. And so the ball will be spotted, and I think even their coaching staff realized that. So the ball spotted at the 35, going to work. Camp Hill with the ball. The Blue Devils have 2 timeouts left, Vern. Is that how am I reading that? Yeah, 2 timeouts left. Camp Hill has 3.
Yes.
Camp Hill wants
sorry,
to
Greg.
use the clock.
I dozed off.
I know you did.
I'm
I don't know how
sorry.
you doze off in this game.
I let you down. I'm not
Crying out
I'm
loud.
not sleeping.
So here we go. So Schuster in the fumble. I think they got it.
I think Camp
got it
Hill
back.
recovered the ball.
Yeah. Schuster couldn't see it. It was up in the air. He missed it, and I think because they had because they had it set up with a two-man backfield, that saved them that time.
It sure did save them that time.
But that moves the ball back to the 28-yard line.
They lost about 7 on the play. It's about 2nd and 17. Wow.
That's their second fumble recovery that they lost. That they recovered. They did lose one fumble. So they actually have fumbled 3 times and they lost
This
one.
defense needs to stiffen up here right now.
2 left, 2 right.
Somebody's got to make a play.
Yeah,
right there it is.
Right there.
Oh, there's a face mask.
Again. There's no flag. Did he make the catch?
Yes, he did. Levi Bingaman. Wow. Hand went right across the face mask there in the backfield.
Yeah, it did.
Bingaman with a good tackle. Bingaman's made several sure-handed tackles here tonight. Physical ball game for him.
He's making his case, but no flag on that one. Ball will sit now at the original line of scrimmage on a 3rd down situation. This is when Camp Hill has been doing the most damage.
This is when we get some pressure on him. He scrambles. Someone, usually Trumpy, finds an opening, sets himself down for a first down.
Trumpy the wide out to the far side. He has company over there, 2 to left, 2 to right.
Use another bad snap here, Greg.
Yeah,
it was high.
No. Quickly thrown over the middle. They complete the pass, but a great tackle.
Levi Bingaman once again.
Bingaman.
They're going to have to punt the football here, Greg. They really are.
Defense is
They may be thinking about it. They do have to punt the football.
Yep, I think so. I see what they do. They. I've
been asking for an emotional leader to step up. Number 6, Levi Bingaman, has done that.
They bring in Chase Gershash, a senior, to punt. It's, I think, the first time. I don't know. Maybe he has been in play.
Last couple snaps haven't been great, Greg.
Going to let the clock wind down, I think, until they see the signal from the – oh, no, they're not. They're going to punt it away. Here it goes. Almost blocked again. Going to the sideline.
Okay.
They're going to go out of bounds. They'll walk it back up probably to about the 30, maybe the 34. That's where the Blue Devils will take it over. So really couldn't ask much more out of it. 4 and out for the Blue Devils to get the ball out back.
Yeah, Greg, Blue Devils 1 drive, maybe 2 possessions, I should say, of the football. What's going on? Is there a flag?
I don't see a flag. Do you see a flag?
I don't see a flag.
Looking for a flag. And they're not really talking to the referee. Talking to one of the side judges. Interesting. Conversation going over to talk to head coach Devin McCauley right now.
No flag on the field, first down Blue Devils.
All right, no flag on the field, first down Blue Devils. All right, so Vernon, we saw a 41-yard field goal. So that means they got to get it to the, let's see, so not to the 31-7.
Right.
So 31, 30, 24-yard line. They got to get it down to about the 25-yard line. And
I assure you, coaching staff, they're not thinking field goal now.
No,
they want to score a touchdown.
Sure, right.
They want to score a touchdown.
But that's where you got
first things first.
Right.
Need to get a couple first downs here.
So they'll start with the ball spotted at the 26-yard line in Greencastle territory. Straight back, looking to pass, setting up the screen pass again. They get it this time to Niemeyer. Niemeyer gets some running room.
He's gone.
There he goes.
Greg,
he's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. One man to beat at the 15 and knocked that ball. Fumble. Ball is loose in the end zone. And there it goes. What's going to happen? What's the call?
Touchback.
Camp Hill. Oh, he got swiped at about the 6-yard line, Vern.
I thought he was out of bounds, Greg.
Yeah.
He was out of bounds.
Levine was the one that ran him down. So the ball would have rolled out of bounds. It would have been a touchback, and so it will be at the 20 for Camp Hill. What a crazy way for that ball game to turn.
Yeah.
Wow. Levine being the lifesaver there for Camp Hill on that one.
Wow.
So the ball rolls out of the end zone. We thought he was going to be down at about the 5-yard line. They did what you said to do.
Yep.
Ran that draw play.
They got it
in space.
So they need to pick themselves up by their bootstraps right now.
Wow. What an ending. After all the turnovers that Camp Hill has committed and the penalties, they get one when they needed it. They're going to run out the clock. I would think Blue Devils make a stop there. Greencastle will probably use some timeouts here. They got 2.
Yeah, let's do one more play and maybe think about calling a timeout.
No gain on the play. Yeah, they'll take it down each and every time as they'll use the clock to best of their ability. Oh, my.
Here again, it's going to tell us a lot about this football team. It's still their game to win, Greg. 3:35 left in the game.
There's still time. They got 2 timeouts to go. They just need to make a couple stops here.
Need to make a stop right now. I doubt that they're going to put the ball in the air. Defense needs to be ready for this. Linebackers need to be pursuing. There he is.
Charles gets the call, about 5 or 6 yards up the field to across the 25 to the 26 at best. And so this will take the clock down to about 2:30.
Yeah.
And then after that one will be a timeout.
I'm still good not using the timeout yet, Greg.
Yeah.
So I tell you, if we hold him here, certainly the punt blocks are going to be on.
Well, yeah, it'll be all. Everybody will be coming on that one. So normally they will put people out wide, but they're sort of in tight, as you can see the offensive alignment.
Penetration and linebackers right here.
Schuster now throws it up and away, and Trumpy's going to make the catch and then taken out of bounds. It'll save the timeout, but it's a first down.
Yep. Now the landscape has changed considerably. We had good pressure that time by Tyler Batiste.
Yeah.
He was in Schuster's face. Good penetration, but whoa. It was out of bounds. Why did he start the clock?
I don't know. So clock is running. We'll wait to now they can run the clock out. The only thing Blue Devils can do is take the timeouts now. There is the warning from the official. And the handoff up the middle. Charles gets a break. He gets a first down. He goes down. And not a bad move on his part. Blue Devils will stop the clock at 1:53. But I'm not sure they can do anything out. Yeah.
This is a tough one, Greg.
Yeah. But I tell you, what looked like the Blue Devils were going to score on that great run. And then coming from behind, it was Greg Labine stripping the ball, and then I think it just rocketed off the leg from.
Yeah, it apparently did.
From
Niebauer.
Niebauer, yeah.
Yep.
And out of the end zone it went. Greencastle had a man down there, but so did Camp Hill.
Exactly. Oh yeah, he hustled. I mean, they had 2 guys pursuing Niebauer.
Right.
And. Either one of those guys could have eased up, and they didn't.
No, that's why you don't give up on that
one.
That would have been easy to do, but they didn't.
Yep.
Well, this one is, Blue Devils will look back on this one and stayed in the ball game. Camp Hill will think this one over, where they really could have romped the Blue Devils in this one, but they didn't. The Blue Devils kept coming back, and Camp Hill with 11 penalties and 3 turnovers. That really stopped them from blowing this one out. But the Blue Devils, as you said, Vern, just didn't have the offense they had the week before.
Well, speaking of turnovers, we could take one right here.
Yeah, that's right. Would be handy. This is Schuster on the keeper. He slides, and that'll be another Blue Devil timeout. And that will be the final timeout of this one. We'll let this one run out at 1:41. And then 2 more plays, and that will wrap things up here for this ball game. Blue Devils coming in here. As you mentioned, a 2-touchdown underdog in this
Yes,
one.
they did.
Yeah.
They showed themselves as well.
Yeah.
This wasn't meant to be.
No, that happens. Yeah.
Still a bad snap. I'm an optimist. Still a bad snap
It
away
could
from
be
getting the ball back.
Over the head,
Yeah.
into the arms of Greencastle.
Never know.
Run it down.
Never know. It's a strange game. We just saw a strange
Well, we
play.
did. That was one of the strangest plays. I don't know that we'll
we
see
had
anything.
we had one, believe it or not, back in probably 1997 down at Bermudian Springs. And same thing.
Yeah.
Guy running towards the end zone, got hit, the ball squirts out and goes right through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep, same thing.
Yep.
2nd and 8, minute 41 to go in the game. 28-25, Camp Hill. Schuster takes the snap. Toss back now to Shelap. Shelap around the left side. Gets knocked down before he reaches the line of scrimmage. Blue Devils no timeouts left. This will take it down to about the minute mark. And we'll see. They'll take it down, and then after that, one more play. Then they'll punt it away. I don't know if Blue Devils will get a chance at it or not.
I don't know, Greg. Got to stop them here.
Yeah.
No matter what, they have to make a stop
Yeah, they got to
here.
make a stop.
Ooh.
There was that snap we talked about. Well, they are going to make the stop, and so the clock stops. 50 seconds. And
Injury. Camp Hill
and that's
player.
a Camp Hill player.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
So when does the clock start?
I do not know. Do not know on that one.
This may be terrible timing. Certainly, hopefully, the youngster's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure who's down. Colin Wilson down for Camp Hill. And it does look like they're looking at his knee. We'll see, take a gander here and see how long they will work on it. So next Friday, Blue Devils return home to Cayley Field. I didn't mean to hit that. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, they'll return home to Cayley Field as they take on Hanover, as they're bringing the young man off the field. And it is the Hanover Nighthawks. Last year, Vern, we set through a hour and a half rain
Don't
delay on
remind me
that
that.
one.
Yeah.
Brutal.
It was brutal.
Brutal on that one.
First home game for the Blue Devils, the third annual alumni tailgate celebration from 5 to 7 for all former Blue Devil football players, coaches, and support staff. Hope to see you all there.
Yes.
Corporately sponsored by our friends at WellSpan. WellSpan Health this year, along with help from Sunnyway, John Flannery at the John Ellison Public House, and Garen Gimby. Through their support, we're able to do this.
Very good. Well, the punt's coming. Clock has started. And they can wait for a while so the Blue Devils can sort of maybe hope for the run back.
There's a hand up.
There it is. There's the snap. And here's the punt. Punt's going to go out of bounds, so
Good.
that'll stop the clock with 19 seconds
19
left.
seconds.
So the Blue Devils get one shot, or maybe two shots if they decide to pass at it. Stranger things have happened, Vernon.
We've seen one already.
That's what we have. So you run that screen pass again and see what happens?
Yeah. Gotta be able to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
I don't know. I'm almost afraid to leave this one. I would be afraid to leave this one.
Trumpy's a pretty good safety to have back there.
Yeah, I would think, they have him back, too, about 30 yards back, making sure that nothing gets by him. Blue Devils come out with 19 seconds, trailing by 3. They're not going to get no timeouts left. They had to use those to stop the clock. Cole throwing down, and bounce pass stops the clock at 15.9 seconds.
Taylor Conrad ran through the zone coverage and nobody picked him up. Hopefully somebody upstairs, coaching staff-wise, saw that.
Saw that, yeah.
I'm not sure where our coaches are. It looked like it was only the film crew upstairs.
Yeah, I didn't see him come through the
Yeah.
press box. So
Oh, I didn't either, Greg.
So here we go.
Maybe they're not up high enough to see what just happened.
It rolled, but they picked it up. Little swing pass out here. Need to get him out of bounds, and he's going straight for the out of bounds, and he does. 9.1 seconds now on the clock.
One more play.
Gets the first down, so they're able to do that.
One more play.
One more play here. So Camp Hill will try to defend this one.
We have a hook and ladder, Greg.
Well,
I don't know if that would work right here or not, but
well, I think you pull out them all. You pull the stops out on this one.
do them all.
Here we go. Back to pass is Cole. Cole setting it downfield, and Root is there, but it falls short, and 0.08 left on the clock. So they got one more play. One more play to go. And that's why you put the big guy back there. And it's been a long one. A lot of passes.
Yeah.
Because of that. So
that one wasn't going to do it.
No.
Need to dice it up a little bit here.
Yeah, I think you do go with the hook and ladder or just
on that wide side of the field.
Yeah. Here we go. Cole back to pass. Now he throws it on that wide side of the field. It is incomplete, and that's the ball game. Camp Hill will walk away with this one, equaling their wins from last year with a 28-25 win over the Blue Devils. We'll be back to wrap it up right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, Midpen Broadcasting, and Game Time. Excuse me, I keep saying that. You know at sportspage.blog. Well, welcome back to Seabird Park in Camp Hill. Greg Hoover, Vern McCauley, Blue Devils losing this one by 3, 28-25. Wild ball game, Vern. I don't even know how else to explain it than that. As the it was, I don't know.
It was a lot of moving parts in this game, Greg.
Yeah.
I tell you, proud of the team. There were different times throughout this ball game they could have really phoned it in.
Yeah.
They didn't. They stuck around. They played hard. I said, we need some emotional leaders out there. I think we found one on defense.
Yeah.
And Levi Bingaman played a whale of a ball game.
Yeah.
And there were others. Don't get me wrong. There were others.
I thought there was times where the Blue Devils were out of it, and yet they kept coming back.
They sure did.
And
they sure
yet
did.
they were perhaps 7 yards away from winning this one, and but did not pull that one off. And what was certainly a weird ending to any football game that I've seen.
Yes,
where you thought they were going to pull it out, and then with 7 yards left after like an 80-yard run, the ball gets knocked out of the hands and it rolls out of the end zone, and Camp Hill gets it back and pulls the win. So, well, listen.
Wasn't meant to be.
No,
wasn't meant to be. We get to go home. Get to go home for 2 games.
That's right. That's the good thing about it. So, our post-game show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Our next game is next Friday evening. The Blue Devils return to the friendly confines of Cayley Field on the campus of the Greencastle Antrim School District to play host to the Hanover Nighthawks. If you can't make it to the game, make sure you join us right here at F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog. The pregame show starts at 6:30 p.m. with kickoff at 7 p.m. Again, our final score tonight, 28-25, with Camp Hill picking up the win. Tonight's ball game has been a production of midpennbroadcasting.com. Our camera operator has been Darby Sales, and for Vern McCauley and the entire Midpenn Broadcasting team, this is Greg Hoover. Have a good evening, everyone. And with that, we'll tell you that tonight's game has. Wait a minute. I want to tell you that tonight's game has been. Well, I'm trying to find it here, Vern.
That's okay.
There's a thing here that sometimes you got to hit the right ones right there. Okay.
You just can't wait to get to Wendy's, can you?
Well, is that where we're going? End of game, post game break, close. Here we go. Yeah, I got it. Here we go. I'll tell you what. F&M Trust, your banking relation feels too distant lately? Well, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, and Mercersburg and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. WellSpan Sports Medicine, Chambersburg and Waynesboro. Franklin County Visitors Bureau, your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Keystone Ford, Fairfest and Friendly, 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 40 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Greencastle Eye Care Center, leading a provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Buchanan Auto Park, 1194 Buchanan Trail East, Waynesboro, and Buchanan Automotive, 1035 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Greencastle Notary Service, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. The Sports Page, your news source for Franklin County sports, is at thesportspage.blog. United States Air Force, aim high, make a living with a career that makes the difference. The U.S. Air Force. Franklin Hardware, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons, 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, your full-service catering and events company. Antrim Diesel Service, you're ready to serve all your diesel needs, providing everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. Lecron Comfort Solutions, serving all of Franklin County. Call Corey at 717-597-3768. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-up hats, and so much more. Monor Pharmacy of St. Thomas, Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McCollumsburg, and Klein's Tours. Visit kleinstours.net for complete tour schedule. Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next week.